my goodness. Hi everyone, welcome back. Wow, long time no see. I streamed about 4 hours ago, but we're back. We're gonna work on building the horse ranch that we started yesterday. And I swear to you, if the terrain paint glitches again, I might never play this game again. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but if I have to do this terrain paint for like a 5th time, I'm not okay with that. Anyway, we started building this pink ranch for my Not So Berry Sims yesterday, and we're gonna try and finish it today. So I startled you. I'm sorry. Did me going live jump scare you a little bit? I'm sorry. Okay, we'll probably start with the terrain paint again. See if we can get it to work. I like the house. I do like the house. It's just that, you know, glitch. Sending good terrain paint saving vibes. Thank you, I'll need it. Also, Seppi, thank you for the sub. Inconspicuous, and Dino, and Celine, and Robin, XVL, and Jacob, and Liminal, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Anyway. You're watching my YouTube video and then switch to my live stream? Nice, Alexa, it's good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, anyway. How much do you think this is gonna take us to finish? We have to do all the greenhouse decorating. We have to do all the decorating everywhere, actually. What happened to the terrain just got here? This stupid game and its stupid terrain paint glitches. I have redone the terrain paint like 3 times because it keeps deleting itself. We've been through a lot in the past day or so. The terrain paint here is on thin ice. So, we're Snappy in the cat cam today. Cameron, just so you know, I only put a cat cam on if she's like actually in here, and I'm not gonna like lock my cat in the room. So, if she comes up and then chooses to sit on the chair, then we can have a cat cam, but most of the time she sits here on the desk when she's in here, and she's downstairs right now, so anyway. Always save after. This is the thing, Vice. This is the thing. There's 2 terrain paint glitches, okay? The first and probably more common terrain paint glitch is where when you reload into the lot, like from Manage Worlds, or if you close the game and reopen it, there's a glitch where on reload, all the terrain paint disappears. That's pretty common. So you can save your game all you'd like. It doesn't matter because it's the reloading that deletes the terrain paint. The other glitch that we were experiencing yesterday, on top of that glitch, imagine this for a second, okay? Imagine I have gone through and I've done like all my pretty terrain paint. I've got some really nice like pathways and stuff. You know, I picture that I kind of did everything. Well, I went in with this darker color terrain paint thinking I was gonna do some like layering. The second I clicked it down, it deleted not all the terrain paint, just this kind of terrain paint. So like the dirt that I had underneath the plants, that stayed. But this lighter brown specifically is what deleted yesterday. And that happened twice. And then I was like, oh, don't worry, I saved my game. Let me just close it and reopen it. Then we get the close and reopen reload glitch where it's all gone again. So we've just, yeah. We're gonna have to redo it again. That's it. Did I cut my hair? Yeah, I cut my hair last night after I got off stream. I don't think it looks that good, but it doesn't look that bad either. So, yeah, I cut it yesterday. I did get off stream and cut my hair. When I have headphones on, looks like I have no hair, but I do. It's just short. So, anyway, wish me luck. Redo it at the end of the building. I guess that's true. If we wanted to, we could just redo it at the end. Maybe I'll start furnishing and then do the terrain paint last. Maybe that's gonna be the easiest way to make me not want to cry. Okay, we'll do the terrain paint last. You think it turned out really good? Well, you haven't seen the back of my head. No, I've been doing better. And then Dan helps me make sure it's even in the back, so. Haven't done the sewer cat update yet. Today's sewer cat update, I guess I showed some pictures earlier because I streamed earlier today. Here, let me text my sister. She's in the room right now with the sewer cats. Give sewer cat pics. Okay. We'll get some live photos and then I can show you. How late is it there? It's only 4:05 in the afternoon right now. Okay, hey Bria, it's Sassafras, and Process, Choppy, Crank, Aliza, and Alice, and Lady, and Queen, and Veggie. Thank you all for the subs. You watch with your 9-month-old Carter every day. He always turns to the TV when he hears you. Oh my god, babies are so cute. Also Melanin, and Teach, and Tanaya, Adam Mommy, Elsie, Sempron, Have No Life, and Jet Fuel, and Okay, and Lena, and Danny, and Francie, Fab, Danielle. Thank you all for the subs, you guys. I really appreciate that. Okay. This is like a terrible picture. Look at the picture my sister just sent. The cat actually looks kind of scary in this. What the heck? Look at that. Oh, you want a sewer cat update? There's my sewer cat update. Wow. He was yawning. Yeah, it's unfortunate timing. Cute. Very, very, very cute. Okay. Should we start with the bathrooms? Maybe I'll start with the bathrooms because that's the most boring part. And then we'll go from there. Yeah. This is where we really have to make some decisions about how pink we want this house to be. Because, like, I don't really know what I want. Maybe I'll use this tile in those bathrooms, and then I'll use the big square tile in the... This is gonna be like a mud room, is kind of what I was imagining. I don't actually know if I want laundry or not. I haven't decided. So, pink and brown maybe? Well, let me just remind you all, okay? This is the Not So Berry challenge. So, what you think is too much is actually probably, to be honest, too little pink. So this build is gonna be a lot. Like, no matter what, 100%, without a doubt, this build is gonna be so much on the inside. Because it is the Not So Berry challenge that we're building this for, which is like a legacy challenge where each generation has a different color theme. So because we're building this very specifically for Not So Berry, it's gonna be a lot. Yeah, here's my thing about the laundry stuff. I like how it looks, but I don't really like playing with laundry. At least not in this household, because I've got so many Sims. I feel like I just know I'm gonna end up deleting it. So maybe it's not worth including. Because I'm probably just gonna end up getting rid of it, right? I'll get sick of it and then delete it. So I may as well just, you know, delete it now and not worry about trying to keep it. I like that cabinet. I don't know. Fake laundry room. Yeah. If you have no hamper, laundry won't happen. Is that true? I think if you place a washer and dryer, it will. Do they have pets? Yeah, we have a dog and a cat in this household. Can you disable laundry? Well, yeah, so here's the thing. In order to disable laundry, you would just simply not put laundry stuff in the house. What our dilemma is, and this is ridiculous, but our dilemma is that we kind of want to put a washer and dryer because we like the idea of how a washer and dryer would look. But we don't want to have laundry. So the easy solution is to just not put the washer and dryer. Do you understand? We're all being really silly right now. We're just saying like it would be fun if we could have laundry, but you know, we're not in a house that I actually have to play in because I know that I won't want it. So 2 dryers will do the trick. I guess that's true. If I put 2 dryers, would it not try and work? I hadn't really thought of that. Keep the washer dryer and just hire a maid or butler. No, I have one. I still don't want to use it. I'm telling you guys, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it when I play. I'm going to like want to delete it. It's not worth it. Deco box in here? No, we're going to have like kind of an attic storage setup. So we don't want to put the decoration box in here. 2 dryers is really smart. Do you guys actually think that I should do that? I don't know. Do I want... Oh, you are all scaring me now. This has become like way bigger of a deal than I thought it was going to be. I was just joking about how like I probably wasn't going to use it, and now it's become like a whole thing. Now it's like a whole thing. If there's 2 dryers, it probably won't be glitchy, right? I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Why are we having this discussion? We can just leave it. It's like not that big of a deal, right? Pretty sure it'll gather if you don't have the other. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Someone in chat said they tested it and it didn't, but I don't know. I still feel like it probably will. This is not that big of a deal. It doesn't have to become this whole thing. We don't have to sit here talking about it all day. It really doesn't matter. It was just oh, it'd be cute, but I don't want to play with it was what I was trying to say, and now it's become this whole discussion. That wasn't my intention. I didn't mean for it to be this whole thing. Flamingos and Ainley and Kate, that girl Tiffany, Sonia, Cat Lady, Honey, and everybody. Sassafras, Bria, Process. Thank you so much for the subs, you guys. Just had a clothesline and clothes still piled up. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That sounds about right. Do we want to put like... I don't know. I don't like that. This might be cute in a different room though. What if I use this in the bathroom? I actually kind of like it. I think it's kind of fun. It's very cottage, which is what I want. So, I don't know. We'll make it cute. Just you wait. Not the terrain paint. Oh, I'm not putting the terrain paint back until the end of the build, I fear. I refuse to do it again just yet. We're gonna wait until later to put the terrain paint back. It's gonna have to wait. It's gonna have to wait. Oh, I think that we had a really kind of funky bathroom like that with this pink stuff before. I don't know if I like that in this particular bathroom, but maybe I could use that somewhere else, like upstairs or something. I don't know. Okay. Oh, no, not gold. Silver. Can't believe they still haven't fixed the terrain paint. Yeah, this is the thing. If anything, it maybe actually has gotten worse, the terrain paint situation. I don't know. We need more pink, I'm afraid. What, in here? Okay. You guys need to, like... You guys need to chill, okay? I say it with love, but... It's pink. It's a pink house. Oh, good God. I really would appreciate it if you could just, like, it's just a bathroom, okay? I liked it. Okay. I think I'm too fragile for this today. I think I'm too emotional for this today. Okay, let's see if we can find some cute stuff. get some little pink flowers. Maybe like this could be nice. Oh, that's not really the same shade of pink though. Oh my god, it's lagging. Okay. Okay. My game crashed. You know, at this current point in time, I am not the biggest fan of this build. When you combine this with all the terrain paint glitches from yesterday, and now the game crashing just now, thin ice, okay? Thin ice. Why is it doing that? Why? Why? We could just play with Justin, but I want, when did I last save? 4:14. Oh, 2 minutes ago. That's okay. That's fine. False alarm. This is a kind of a cursed build though. This is an ever so slightly cursed build. Your game crashed the other night and the last time you saved was before your Sims got engaged. Christine, I hate that. I haven't posted this yet, but so in that little mini series that I made of the Horse Ranch Let's Play, I filmed 4 episodes all on the same day. I posted the second one today, so I haven't posted them all yet. But in the 4th one, I kid you not, in this video, my Sims got engaged. I adopted another horse. I killed my Sim and then brought my Sim back to life. And that's not really a spoiler because I said I was going to do it. Like I found this vitality nectar that I wanted to try. I did all 4 of those things. The game crashed when I was trying to upload the house to the gallery. Like I wanted to post the Sims on the gallery. And the game crashed without me saving any of that. Because I don't usually save like in the middle of recording an episode because like what if the recording corrupts or whatever? I usually save after I record the episode. So I did all those things and the game crashed because of the gallery. And this is the same. So I built this beautiful house for those Sims to live in. I recorded a whole video. It took me it was like a 2-hour long recording. I was going to post it over the weekend. And I like deleted and corrupted the footage of that video by accident. So that happened to me. The like corruption thing of the footage happened the same day that I like filmed that and like the crash without saving happened. So I was like, this actually can't be happening to me. I lost this footage of this build that I was really proud of. The game is ruined because I lost all my progress. Like it was one of those days where like everything went wrong, like with the YouTube content that I was trying to make. It was just really, I was so stressed out by that, but it's okay. It's all fixed. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's not actually all fixed. I haven't fixed the save and I don't have the build footage anymore, but I'm over it. I'm over it. But it's like, why is that happening to me? Okay, that was, we panicked for no reason because actually we didn't lose any progress in here. When that happens to you, you have to walk away from the computer. Oh yeah, it was really bad. It was actually really bad. I was really upset. Of course it happened, you know? Of course it happened. Pink tile and kitchen. Well, I haven't decorated the kitchen yet, so we will eventually, but I haven't decorated it yet. So. Oh, I lost that thing that I had, I guess. That's okay. I want to get, does this come in pink at all? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Is the whole house pink? Yeah, this is for my not so berry challenge. So that's kind of like the whole thing. Is that it's like pink everywhere. Cuz it's for not so berry and this is the pink generation of not so berry that we are on. And no, it's not pack limited cuz I'm making this for my own gameplay. I don't usually limit packs in builds that I'm making for me. So Those cabinets from the pack? No, these cabinets are from Cottage Living, actually. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Maybe, can I put this over here? I don't really know what I want it to look like. That seems simple enough, right? Yeah. Yeah. Barbie is cursed. No, this generation of Not So Berry is a little bit cursed. That I will say. When you combine it like with, so in this generation, I also had my sim, like my sister's, or my Sim's sister, Peppa Pig, died on her birthday. So that was like a whole thing. And obviously we've been dealing with like, you know what? Maybe I'll put this over here. Now this build is like giving me a hard time. It's just like, why? Why me? Why now? Ridiculous. Okay, how about that? No, I don't like those towels. How many generations old is this save? This save file that I'm making this house for is 17 generations long, but we're not playing in the old save file. If you're implying that the save file being old is causing the glitches, it's not. This is a brand new save that I am only using to make this build. So, hey Missy and Tate and Afton and Mona and Ferry and Messy. We also got Zoe and Miss Bunny and Lily and Jorah, Elizabeth, Pandari, Sus, and Lace and Clutter and Flamingos and Kira. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay. So I already built this house. I built the exterior of it yesterday, if that's what you're asking. Or if are you asking like, didn't you already build a pink Not So Berry house? Yeah, I want to move. What about orange? I know you love that in builds. You know what? You're right. You know what this build really needs? Orange. After we just finished a whole bunch of exclusively orange generation builds for the orange generation of the Not So Berry challenge, what I really think that this build needs is orange instead. Let's forget the pink generation and just go back to the orange thing. Thoughts? I don't like this shade of pink. I guess that's a little bit brighter. I don't know. I don't know. What do I think about this? That gen was way less cursed. Yeah, a little bit. Definitely a little bit less cursed. All the pinks in this game are different. Yeah, that's one thing that is quite annoying and difficult about doing builds in this game, is that like all the swatches are so different from each other. This pot has such weird lighting. That's cute, and it's quite pink. So I like that. Keeks, thank you for the 29-month resub. Thank you so much. Okay. I didn't really finish this room either. Bathrooms are boring is part of the problem. They're just never any fun to decorate. At least for me. Do you have to follow all the rules in Not So Berry? I mean, you're the one playing, so that's up to you, I suppose. That is kind of how challenges work, but if you really hate one, just don't do it, you know? Okay. That's kind of my thought process on challenge rules, though. If you really don't like something, don't put yourself through it. Just do something that you want, you know? Switch it to what you would prefer. Okay. Okay. I really like this towel thing from the new pack. I feel like that's so cute. I really do like that a lot. Good life advice, honestly. Yeah, if you don't like it, just don't use it. Who came up with Not So Berry? I did. Me and my friend Zoe made the rules to it together when I was in high school. But me and Zoe wrote it years and years and years ago at this point. So. Okay. Yeah, this will be a decent bathroom setup, I think. We can make that work. Cute. Okay. What did I study in uni? I have a history degree. They said uni, not me, by the way. I'm not trying to sound British. In fact, I actively spend each day doing the opposite. I joke, I joke, I joke, I joke. All right. Is your blue gen baby going to be mint? No, it's gonna be blue. Mint is the first generation, so I already did that. I already did the mint gen stuff. The name? The Not So Berry Challenge, I think this might be confusing to a lot of you if you weren't around in the Sims community at the time. But back in the day, berry Sims used to be quite popular. They were kind of a trend. And when you made like a berry Sim, you would have like a Sim that if there was like a, you know, you would be like all pink, but beyond just like their house and their hair being pink, their skin would be pink, and like everything was pink on the pink berry Sim, right? And we wrote this Not So Berry challenge that was like color themed, but it wasn't supposed to be like a berry Sim. It was like kind of a berry Sim, not quite a berry Sim, but kinda, because it's like color themed, but it's not like full blown berry Sim. That was what it means. It's not so berry, but it's kind of based on that. So it was like a play on the berry Sims, which again, if you weren't around in that era, you might be like, what the heck is that? But if you were, then you'd be like, oh, berry Sims. So that's what it was about, though. The concept is just that each generation's a different color theme, and all the traits for the mint gen are like green. And then we wrote like a storyline based on that, and we were trying to focus on a lot of the stuff that like I never really used in the game to add into rules. So anyway, that was what it was supposed to be like, though. I like that little bathroom. I think that's nice. I like how there's sort of two different bathrooms happening. I don't like this room either. I'm gonna ignore it and just focus on the bathrooms quickly, though, because I'm making myself feel scared. Steph and Lex and Amiko and Salty, thank you for the subs, everybody. Okay. Okay. I don't like decorating bathrooms, which is why I'm trying to do it first, because I want to get it over with so I can stop, because the bathrooms bore me, if I'm being completely honest. I'm making them kind of cute, but I just don't find doing bathrooms to be that fun. So I'm trying to get it over with a little bit here. Does it require any packs? Not So Berry? Yeah, I mean, it was on purpose. It used quite a few packs at the time when we wrote it. So a lot of those packs are quite old packs now. But at the time, we wrote it intentionally to include a lot of packs, because the idea was to try and give some like cross pack ideas and like mix and match some stuff that you might not think to use on it, like might not think to use together, basically, was what we were trying to do. So yes. Yes. Anyway. Is the farmhouse sync with the pink swatch? You mean like one of the ones from Parenthood or something? I don't think that this comes in a pink swatch, but that's okay. Yeah, there's a lot of different versions of Not So Berry that have been written. People have written their own Not So Berry extended things. People have written their own base game Not So Berry things. I wrote a Sims 3 Not So Berry thing. There's lots of different versions of it if you're looking for it, so. Okay, that bathroom can be done. Maybe I'll use this same color theme again up here in this bathroom. No, Laura, I'm using my Sims actual money right now to build. I don't have unlimited funds with this household. I don't like to do money cheats with this household, so this is like the actual amount of money that my Sims have that we're playing with. Okay. I think I want to use these counters. I might end up doing this bathroom a little bit differently. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I like that though. Currently stuck at the plum generation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My Sims are rich. Yeah, they have a decent amount of money because we've been playing with the save for a long time. Hey, Royal, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you so much. Okay. Probably just a plain one. I think I'm spending too much money on this. I think I'm overspending in the bathrooms a little bit. We'll see. No bright pink tub. Well, that's what I was thinking, is maybe I do want to use that in here. I just am not really 100% sure that I like it. Please don't yell at me. If you have a desire in your heart to yell at me over that, please hold it in. Okay? Because everybody a second ago was yelling about the bathrooms and then my game crashed. I think you manifested bad, so no yelling, okay? Hi, Shella. Hello. Also, Smurf Katrina, thank you for the subs and bits, too. All right, let me see. We can use some of the cute clutter. Because this is the upstairs bathroom where I'm going to put the kids' bedrooms. So we can try and fill it up with clutter everywhere. We can get some of these elsewhere, too. I love the idea of a plunger. All right. Maybe in this area I'll use the same. For the lactose intolerant Sims. Oh god, yeah, we need a nice bathroom for them. It's important. What am I building? It's a pink generation house for my Not So Berry challenge. So it's like a pink ranch that we're making for my Not So Berry Sims right now. Yeah, we have a lot of really nice bathroom clutter, don't we? It's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna use a toothbrush. I'll get some of the soap as well. Oh wait, I can put, I love this. The fact that we can slot stuff to these counters now is so much better. Okay, grab this too. Cute. All right, that helps. Oh no, a little bit further over. I like to try a little bit to make the bathrooms seem like someone actually is using them. So this doesn't come in pink, but maybe I'll do it in yellow. What's Shella doing? Is she typing anything chaotic? Because I didn't see. I was busy with the clutter and I didn't notice what she said. Should I be alarmed? Do I need to be worried about anything? Don't read your chat history. Okay. I'm not clicking on your chat history right now. Have you ever considered a piranha in the toilet? Sometimes I put meat cubes in my Sims toilets too. Don't ignore her, okay? Just ignore her. Don't listen to Shella. Disregard whatever she says. She does do that. She actually does put piranhas in her Sims toilets. I would know. I did a tour of one of her builds recently. Hex and Funny Ducklings, thank you both for the subs. She is a scary person. Let's just say that. Okay. I don't really know how much else I can put in these bathrooms. Ooh. How about... Yeah, I like that. Okay, we'll put one of these on the back of that wall. And then maybe we could do like a... Where's the vampires thingy? I love the, no, it's not vampires, it's Get Together, isn't it? Get Together has a really nice little hand towel. It's very simple. Like, you wouldn't think that it would be that big of a deal, but it's just got a lot of nice, simple swatches on it. It's a nice little hand towel. It's a good one. Okay, now we finish the bathrooms, we can save. Heidi, thank you for the 20 months. I really appreciate that. Okay. Bathroom's done. I'm gonna come back to, well, maybe let's do this room now. I have high hopes for this mud room, so I want it to be cuter than it is right now. Should we do like a pattern? Or do you think that having a wallpaper is gonna be too chaotic? Cause like, it's just supposed to be a mud room, so wallpaper might be like a bit much. I don't know. Shoes by the door. Yeah, we can put some shoes in here. Do I have a litter box anywhere? Yeah, it's in the mud room. It's right there. I'm gonna organize these better. Maybe underneath a small table or something. Maybe white tile floors with the wallpaper. I don't know. We're trying to. This is the Not So Berry challenge. So, in Not So Berry, you do kind of want everything to be a little bit, you know, bold, to say the least. So I might like it. I actually think that one of the other shoes might have more pink swatches. Where are the other ones? Shoe? Simpson, Stitch, thank you for the subs. I really appreciate that. Oh, those are pink. Okay, we have like a little bench. That seems nice to me. Right? Maybe I can get some umbrellas in here. I guess they should be by the door, but they take up a lot of space. No, they're not that big of a deal. Is there a solid pink floor? Yeah, but I'm trying to do something more fun. I was trying to pick something exciting. We don't like it? Oh man. Oh man. I like the little bucket of cleaning supplies. Yeah, we can put the thermostat in here too. I like that idea. This is a good spot for a thermostat. Put it on that wall so we don't lose it. This mudroom's in the back of the house because I figured my Sims would come like from up here to get to the place. I don't know. Sometimes I put them like off of a garage in the Sims and stuff too, but anyway, in this case, I figured my Sims could come in from using the ranch and then into this door. Okay, do you want to work on the kitchen now? Because the kitchen is going to be a fun part, I think. I like that. Pink sheep chair in the kids' room. Well, actually, the kids are a part of the peach generation. So the kids' room is going to be more peachy colors, like kind of a combination of pink and orange. Is what the kids' room will be. Slightly different than what we're doing in the rest of the house. But that's how it works. And Not So Berry, like, each generation is kind of its own thing, you know? So, stains in the mudroom. Oh, I could maybe go back and put some stains in there. I also think that I kind of want to get some, like, slightly expensive kitchen appliances. I just feel as though I deserve that. So I'm gonna use them. Do I have a favorite air so far? I don't know, Shella. This is like silly to say because it's so long ago at this point, but I really genuinely enjoy the mint generation of Not So Berry a lot. I think it's because I like the scientist career so much. Like I really, really, truly love the scientist career in this game. That it makes me like the mint generation a lot, but I don't know if it's my all-time favorite out of all of the generations. It's hard to say. I'm not really sure. Grave was cool. Yeah, you know what? I actually think that, and this sounds bad, but I actually think that I maybe got a little bored when Grave was the heir. He's the gray generation. Get it? Grave. But I think I got a little bit bored when he was the heir because he lived so long. Like, actually so long. So, anyway. Because he had the, like, when they have the fitness aspirations, they live for ages. Perhaps too long. Think Yellow Jet is fun? Yeah, Yellow is pretty fun. I like the red generation too, actually. Even though, you know, I hate the color red, but I liked that generation a little bit. Do you think I could do, I don't know, these windows look kind of bad from the outside, but I don't really know if I, oh. I think I need to have this window over here, but that, I don't like it. Can I just not? Can I just not have another window there? I know it looks bad from the back. We can try and add something else to the back to make it better. I don't know. Pink was your favorite, Jen, and then your heir died of laughter while her kids were still children and toddlers. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry, Christine. I know it's not my fault. Like, I know deep down I'm not the reason that happened to you, but given that I wrote this stupid challenge, I almost feel a little bit like I'm the reason that happened to you, and I'm sorry. I really am. I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Maybe instead of those, I'll actually use the... These are the growing together ones. I actually kind of like that. Is that what I have in the current house? Maybe. All I know is I think it's cute. Would it be weird to have... Maybe we could put the stove, like, over here. And then we could do, like, a dishwasher or something. Well, this is annoying, because the dishwasher now doesn't match the appliances. I guess we can make the appliances lighter colored, but... You like the pink appliances? Yeah, but they're... Not everything comes in pink. Barbie is not dating anyone, Lou, but she has had 2 science babies. I don't think I'm ever gonna have my sim Barbie date anyone. But she has had 2 kids, science babies on her own. So. Oh my god, it's lagging. I think that helps. Put the dishwasher on the island to make it more hidden. Well, we don't actually need to have a dishwasher. I was gonna put it like in a visible location on purpose if I was gonna use it, but we don't have to use it. What I can do is get more interesting island counters. I don't know if I like this part. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. And then the dining room, I might end up using different furniture. I don't know. Let me take this. Yeah, I don't know why we don't have a clean, like, plain white swatch on the spandrels. I'm also very upset about that. I wish that we did have a plain white swatch. Oh, look at how it looks with the lights hanging above it. That's actually kind of cool, isn't it? I like that. Okay. We have a vision now. This is gonna start coming together. Okay, I want to get a cute pink set of chairs too. Hey Pearl, Pixie, Quinn, Raz, thank you for the subs. Anyone else have a ranch hand that won't stop making white cakes? I have a question. Do you think that might have something to do with the cake thing in particular? With one of the neighborhood action plans, or potentially like a club thing that you have set up? Because I had a ranch hand that had a real problem with cooking, but it wasn't cake. It was, they kept grilling, which was kind of annoying. But also, they didn't have anything to do around the ranch because like all my animals were cared for and stuff. So they just kept grilling. I didn't have anyone cake baking, but I think that the cooking neighborhood action plan from Eco Lifestyle might be causing that. So you might be having a neighborhood action plan issue, and that's why they're cooking so much. Check that, see if that's it. It might not be, but it also might be that. So, worth a shot. Okay. You're really cold right now? Oh, I'm sorry. I am so hot right now. My office this summer has been like an actual sauna. It's horrible. Like I'm genuinely a little bit miserable in here in the afternoons because it's so hot. It's so bad. Do I even like that? I don't know. I don't know. I think we need a pink rug. You chose the sunniest room for your art studio for making art, but that makes it horrible in the summer? Yeah. Me picking a very bright room so my videos are bright and airy? No, in the summertime, you know what it is? Bright and horrible. Do I have AC? Yeah, we have air conditioning, but it's a little bit old, and I was warned probably gonna break soon. When I bought the house, they were like, this AC's a little bit old, might need replaced. And I was like, uh-oh. And then we got it serviced a few months ago, and he was like, it's a little bit old, might need replaced. And we were like, mm-hmm. And now it's really hot upstairs. Like, really hot all the time upstairs. But it's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But anyway, maybe eventually. It's just that's like, you know, not exactly a easy replacement. It's kind of an ordeal to replace the air conditioning, and it's expensive, so. Well, Christine, it's because heat rises. This happens a lot in Florida where the upstairs is just hotter. The AC has to work harder up here and stuff, so. Anyway, I knew, but still something to worry about, so. What if we had it like this? I don't really want that to be pink. I'll do it white. I sort of wish that I had like a color. Oh, you know what? Those chairs are kind of funky. Should we use those? Maybe I'll try and make this like less white everywhere. We can get some wooden accents too. Ooh, okay. I like that. That looks good. That looks good. You had Foodies Unite? Yeah. That's the neighborhood action plan that causes them to make all those cakes. I know. It's really weird, isn't it? But it's the neighborhood action plan. It isn't even the ranch hand's fault. Oh, hello, Snappy. Are you gonna sit with us? They were asking where you were earlier. Joy, thank you for the sub, by the way. They were just talking about you, Snap. The people love you. You're like actually a star. I'm not even kidding. Okay. The gold match with the hutch and kitchen cabinet handles. Yeah, but then we have like all this silver on the appliances. So do you see what I'm struggling with? I guess we could try to make it a little bit more gold in some places, but like I thought the gold was throwing it off because of all the silver. There's just a lot of mixed metal. Why is this lot called Sister Will Fix? Oh my god. That's because I renovated my sister's house the other day, and she put it on the gallery called Sister Will Fix. So that would be because I renovated my sister's build recently. Okay, let me get some cute kitchen clutter then, I guess. Yes. Cat cam. Just what I wanted. Oh, that one's cute. I like that color. What other little pieces of decor shall we use? I guess a fruit bowl. Maybe there could be a cake, because I think this comes, oh, it doesn't come in pink, never mind. Is this the cursed terrain paint build? Yeah, it is. Thank you for asking. I'm not redoing it until the very end. It will be the last thing I do. And I mean that. Okay. How about this? Plant. Oh wow, what a perfect angle of cat cam we have right now. Oh, I shouldn't look at her. If I look at her, she'll come over. Not that that's a bad thing, but I do want her to sit there so you can all look at her. Okay, she's laying down. Perfect. Perfect. Just what we wanted. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Snap. Much appreciated. She's so funny. Okay, maybe I'll get some like paper towels. That could be cute. They're under the base game clutter section, aren't they? Or do I need, oh, they're here. There we go. She looks so funny when she does that. Truly like the star of the show. Try the new upper cabinets in white, maybe? Why? This is like the pink kitchen of all of our dreams. Why should I put white? I think people, again, forget that this is, in fact, the Not So Berry Challenge, and everything is going to be pink. Everything. 1, 2. I think I want to put some of these little curtains, because that kind of helps to break it up a little bit. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's actually so adorable. I don't know what... Because the pinks don't seem to match between upper and lower. Well, they do. It just is the lighting in this game is kind of weird. It looks kind of shadowy above them. It's going to look like that. They are the same color, so. That's so grandma core. I like it. Should we do like maybe like a shiplap kind of thing? Behind the kitchen cabinets? It does come in pink. There is like a, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's like a bit much. So. This is a payment for Snap. T-Dog, thank you for the bits. I'll tell her. Snap, you made $1. Snap. Thank them for the bits. Snap. I'm sorry. She is, that is so ungrateful. I'm really sorry. She doesn't even care. Wow. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. That was just rude, honestly. She should have thanked you. Unbelievable. Do a tile? I don't know if the tile is gonna, there are some pink tiles, but they're also a little bit like, I guess we could always do like a white tile. I could use this tile. I do like that one with the herringbone. Or potentially from Cottage Living. You know how there's that like really nice, maybe the brick is better because that might feel kind of ranch-like. Because there is a lot of like wood happening already, so maybe the brick is better. Okay, let's do brick. And then this is gonna be Barbie's office, which will be absolutely stunning, beautiful. Am I gonna paint the ceilings? Yeah, I will, but not yet. I'm probably gonna do that last. Probably won't do that yet. Okay, so Barbie in her office before, in the old house, we had like a wall of bookshelves, and I actually used the ones from high school years because they have this pink swatch. I don't know if that's what I want to do now or not. I'm not 100% decided on that. I don't really know what I want out of this, to be honest, but why are we moving? Because I want to have a horse. Because I want to have a horse, Andrea. Marie, thank you for the bits. $1 for Snappy. We got Allie with $1 for Snappy. Celeste with the gifted subs. And Candy Floss, thank you for the 3 months. That's so funny. Thank you. She is gonna be so glad. So glad. I promise. She just loves it. I'll buy her a toy or something. Okay, we can use this to put some decorations, probably. I love this light color. Like, the pink is so cute, I feel like. Okay, that gives me some shelf space to decorate with. So this sim, the whole thing about the pink gen of Not So Berry is that they are in the business career, but they hate it. And they want to quit and become a writer. So you have like kind of a midlife crisis situation, and you quit your business career and you join the writing career. But we have to be in the business career for a while, but we've always been like a huge writer, a huge fan of writing. And so we want to decorate the office in preparation for us like spending our days writing, basically. So that's what this is going to be. $1 for the sewer kitties. Oh, Chantal, thank you for the bits. Thank you. Is there a spot for the graves? Oh, yeah. The whole front yard. So basically, in this challenge also, I have a very, very extensive grave collection. I'm not joking. Like, if you think you've seen a lot of graves, you haven't. You haven't. I have an extremely extensive grave collection. There's like 237 of them. And I keep them all in my front yard, but not in like a, oh, they're in a graveyard kind of way. More so in like a, the whole front yard is the graveyard kind of way. So, yeah, I haven't put them there yet, but I will. Once we actually move it. How do I want to do this? I guess we can use that computer. In like a lawn decor kind of way. There you go, you get it. Perfect. Simsie will not rest until she has her dream home on a giant lot with only graves. Literally, they're not kidding when they say that. My goal, genuinely, is to have a big, giant lot where, like, the graves fill in everything. Everything, everywhere, everywhere. Get her a comfy chair. She's gonna be writing for hours on a wood chair. I know that I probably should, but I don't like that. So I even had that thought when I placed it, and I was like, oh, they won't notice. And then you did. It's just a nice chair. What chair does she have right now? To be honest, this one is the same as the dining chairs, but it's actually kind of good. So that might be nice for this. We notice all. Yeah, clearly. Horse ranch, horse ranch, horse ranch. I kind of want to use this little lantern. Oh, that almost has some pink vibes to it. That seems decent. Is there a pink? There's not pink on this chair? Then what's the point of that? I find that upsetting. I don't think that, yeah, I want to use the light wood color. So I like this bookshelf better in the wood. I far prefer that. Heart chair from Pastel Pop. I don't know. Would that like not really be the style of this room? Like, wouldn't the heart chair from Pastel Pop kind of like not really fit in that well? I don't want to use the Pastel Pop computer because I think it's a like worse computer. Fun 5. Yeah, see, this one is Fun 8. I might come back to that. I don't know. Building this is like very draining for me emotionally, to be honest. I like it. I want to like it. But it's just gonna take me so long to do this that I'm like already overwhelmed. Did the video lag? I don't think so. Well, Zephyr, I have the door right now lined up with these 2 columns. I put it there on purpose. I was thinking about, I can show you. I was thinking about putting, I just haven't done it yet. I was thinking about putting a couple little rocking chairs or something right here. Basically, idea being that I wanted the door to be in line with the columns, so when your Sims walk out, it'll be lined up like that. So I did do it on purpose, believe it or not. Yours lagged too? Oh, weird. I don't know why. I didn't see that it dropped any frames on my end. Maybe it was like a Twitch thing. I think it was like a Twitch thing? I guess it's possible. Huh. Okay, well, don't break, Twitch, okay? We're busy today. So don't break. You've been having more trouble in general with Twitch lately? That's so annoying. That is, like, actually really annoying. I thought we lost you for a sec. I'm still here, don't worry. I'm still here. Oh, I also didn't decorate this bathroom yet. Will I finish it today? This build? We'll see. We shall see. I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to, but now I'm looking at it. It's quite big. Is it lagging still? When you guys say it lags so bad, is it lagging still? Also, Pact, thank you for the 1,246 bits. We got T-Dog with the 400 bits, $1 for each Sewer Kitty, K London and Angel. We got Davey with bits for all the kitties, and Almedia, thank you for the Prime sub too. No, it's not doing it now. Okay, it was just that one time, that 1 second ago. All right, that makes me feel a bit better. That's weird. Yours didn't lag at all? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it did for everybody. I don't see any lag on my end either, but... The video froze, but audio was fine, and then it caught up. Oh, that's what everybody in chat said was happening too. Yeah, I didn't drop any frames, so I don't think that was on my end. I don't know. I don't know. That's really weird. Let's just hope it doesn't happen again. I guess. About the litter box? We have a litter box in here, in this like mud room area. Okay. I have some toothbrushes. I have this. I also have never lagged for you. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Well, at least that's done. Snap is how you feel right now? Yeah, me too, to be honest. It has been a long day. It was happening on stream you're watching this morning too? Oh, maybe it is Twitch then. Well, that makes me feel better, because that means that nothing I need to do or change, I guess. Toothbrushes and a half bath? Well, someone might brush their teeth in there. Maybe a guest uses it. You don't know. Maybe they prefer it. Okay. Yeah, this hallway is like rough. Did terrain paint stay? The terrain paint? Honey, thank you for the raid. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Look, here's what I'm building. It's pink. It's like a big, giant pink ranch. That's what we're working on. I'm making it for, I've been playing the Not So Berry challenge. I'm on the pink generation. And the pink generation is supposed to have a well-maintained garden. That's like one of the rules. So I thought, you know what? If anyone's gonna show up and have some horses, probably them. Probably them. Is the barn part furnished? No, Blizzard. It is not. We are not making good progress at all. Like, not even remotely. It's taking me ages. I'm not even close to being done. Bear with me. I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. Okay, let me see if I can find some pink wallpaper. You know what? This is kind of lagging a lot. Maybe I'll close the game and reopen it because it's having a hard time. We also had the game crashed earlier. I mean, you were playing some Stardew Expanded today? Oh, fun! That's so exciting. I was playing Stardew Expanded this morning. I streamed twice today. I was playing Stardew Expanded this morning. That's pretty cool. Followed for my raid into Lil today. That's so cool. I'm glad you had a good time. Stardew Expanded is so fun. It really is like the most fun, I would argue. If you guys haven't played it, if you like farming at all, and also I guess if you like Stardew Valley, it's not closing my game. If you like Stardew Valley and never played with the expanded mod, I'd encourage you to try it because it's pretty fun if you've already played a lot of Stardew. If you haven't played Stardew yet, you don't need to get the mod. But if you've played a lot of Stardew, the expanded mod is really fun. So, didn't that used to be a blue suburb barn? That was a different build, Denver. We did make a blue barn in a different build that had like a big field in front of it and stuff too. But can you get the mod on Switch Lite? No, you can't get mods on Switch, unfortunately. Which kind of stinks. But you can't really mod stuff on console. Here for lilsimsie and Serendipity and Almedia. Thank you for the subs. Lady of Arrow with the sub too. Thank you so much. Did it crash? No, I closed and reopened it. And it didn't want to close for a second there. But are we scared it didn't save? No, I saved first, so it should be okay. If it didn't save, I'm gonna get off stream. I say it with love, but if it actually didn't save, I'm out. I'm out. There's only so much a person can take. Let's find out. No, it's saved. 5:06 p.m. It's 5:07. We're fine. And that's so valid. Yeah, exactly. We'd have to play something else. If it actually didn't save, we would have to do something else. There's no way. No, I closed the game and reopened so that way I could try and maybe see if it would lag a little bit less. But you thought the cat was your cat. Yeah, she does. She looks like a lot of cats. She's a cute little tabby. You want to see her up close? Cat. Aww, she's sleeping in a little ball. May I suggest Stardew? I did stream Stardew Valley earlier today, so I probably shouldn't do that again. I probably shouldn't do that again. How do I have our camera set up? Oh, I can show you. Look, I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a little tripod and a webcam on top of it, and it's just facing her. And I have a really long USB cable that's going from there into my PC right here. So, does Snappy have a Weenie Sim plushie? Yeah, she does. Look, that's Stanley. And there's a Junimo back there too. So, how old is Snap? She's 15. She's 15. She turned 15 about a month and a half ago. So, anyway. Is that a real plant? Yeah, it is. It's not thriving. To be honest with you, I think it's too hot in here. I think that's why it's struggling. This summer, she has been having a hard time. I've had that plant for years, and now this summer, it's struggling in this room in the heat. It's actually like 1,000,000 degrees in here right now. I'm sweating. Like, it's unpleasant. So, anyway. When did she turn 15? She turned 15 in June. About a month and a half ago. Look at that. Zippy. The game is faster now. It's fixed. It's fixed. Anyway, it's just so hot. Oh my god. There's only so much a person can take of these things deleting themselves. Maybe I just won't have anything on top of it. Let me tell you how many degrees it is outside. 92. And I don't want to hear, oh, I live in the desert and it's 110. Do you know what it's like in my swamp of a home? It's horrible. Like 1,000% humidity. Florida is built different. It's bad. Florida sucks. Like, for real sucks. It's a swamp. The outside feels like a sauna. The air is like thick. You try and step outside and you can't breathe. It's horrible. It's horrible. Anyway, wish me luck living in this nightmarish place. It's 96. You live in the Midwest. I'm sorry. That sucks. The heat is horrible. Florida is like actually bad. Summer is actually bad. Everything about the summertime sucks. And I mean that. I hate the summer. Hate it. It's horrible. It's miserable. All for like, honestly, in Florida, the summer is like 9 months out of the year. It's horrible. But in like the true summer, the deep summer like we're in right now, just the worst. Unmatched. Yeah, without air conditioning, I think you would like literally die. I'm not trying to be dramatic or exaggerate. I think without air conditioning, you would actually die in some of this heat. Like it's like unsafe in heat to this degree sometimes. Not every day, but some days when the heat is that bad, it's like actually not safe. Okay. Okay, I put that in a bad spot. It looks really ugly. 102 where you are and your AC died? I'm so sorry. No one deserves that. You don't deserve that. That's not right. Your grandparents honeymooned in Florida back in the 1950s before AC was really a thing in June. Can I just say something? The absolute last place, this is no offense to your grandparents because I understand that like people come here to go to the beach, but for me personally, I cannot think of a worse place to visit on a honeymoon than Florida. And I know a lot of people love to go to the beach, they want to see Disney, I get it, I understand. But I live here, there is no place I would rather be less than anywhere in this horrible state on a honeymoon. For a lot of reasons. Yeah, Hope, yeah. Those reasons too. Your grandparents, your parents, yourself all honeymooned in Florida. Sorry, Christine. I didn't go on a honeymoon. I will eventually. It was COVID, so. It was COVID. Oh, it's starting to thunder outside. So did you? Yeah, no, Florida, look, there's some parts of Florida that are cool to visit. It's just that, you know. What month would you recommend to see Disney? Oh God, Cindy, to be honest with you, if you could come in like February, you'll have a way better time. I know that like most people, obviously you come with like kids and you go on summer break and stuff, but if you came in like January, February, you'd have a really nice time. Because the weather is nicer. You could come in like December too, but January is my favorite month in all of Florida. December you'd see the Christmas stuff, which you might like. But it's kind of crowded in December, so. The June lines were so much shorter compared to our February lines. Yeah, but Hope, you came on a holiday weekend. But yeah, people say November to early December is usually good too, but I still think that like January, February is better weather-wise. And people say like, oh, go in October. And last year we had a really, really late hurricane. So I don't know. I don't know. How cold does it get? You know, we don't really get like cold here. There's like last year we had 2 days that were below freezing in the whole year. Cold for us is like 50 degrees Fahrenheit. But there's a high chance of it being hot outside also when you come in the winter time. It's really like a coin toss. You don't know what you're gonna get. You can't predict it. It might be 60, it might be 85. It might be 60 and then 85 the next day. It's like, you know. But it doesn't really get cold that often. You might get like, unfortunately, when it comes to like Disney park days, if you wanted to like rope drop, it might be kind of chilly in the morning and then hot in the afternoon and then cold again when the fireworks are happening, which makes it like for a really unpleasant theme park day, because it's like, how do you dress for that? You don't want to carry around layers when you're like trying to be at a theme park. So that part sucks. That is unpleasant. So cold where you live is negative 40. Yeah, I know. Florida is built different. It's weird here, but maybe just suffer the cold. Yeah, that's why you bring a stroller for all your extra layers. That's the thing, right? If you have kids, you have to worry about it more. You yourself as an adult might be able to just suck it up, but if you've got children, you have to worry about them and the cold a little bit more, I think. So, oh, Snappy. Snappy. I love these pictures. That's so pretty. Perks of bringing a child to Disney. Yeah, this stroller thing, my mom talks about that to this day. She's like, I miss when you guys were little and we brought a stroller to Disney because it was so much easier having a place to store everything, because you can just like cart it around in the stroller and it makes it so much easier. But she talks all the time about how she misses when we were small enough to bring a stroller to Disney. Okay. What do you all think about that? Is that like too much of the same color situation? I don't know. I kind of like it. Perks of your wheelchair. There you go. See? Yeah, that definitely is a bonus, not having to worry about carrying stuff. You're at the stage of not needing a stroller but still needing a lot of stuff and it's rough. Yeah, I can see that, Christine. That's a hard transition. My parents used to bring the stroller for like longer than we kids probably actually needed them to bring a stroller, just because they needed to bring a stroller. And then like especially when you're going to a theme park, if you've got little ones, like as you probably know, they tire very easily. So it's good to have a backup plan, you know? It's nice to have a spot where they can, when they get tired, they can sit back down in it. So you pride yourself on your Midwestern cold resistance, but the last time you were at Disney, it got so cold and windy after dark, I broke down and bought a sweatshirt. That, I mean, people say that though. Like, it doesn't sound like it's that cold, but actually, because of the humidity, I think it feels worse sometimes here. There's also just something about it feeling chilly in Florida that I think makes you feel colder. I don't know how to explain it, but I get it. I get it. In solidarity with terrain pain, you opened your game and all your terrain pain is gone. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That, I really understand, and that is heartbreaking. Actually heartbreaking. Alex, thank you for the tier 3, 33 months, by the way. And Chloe and Kylie and Pony, thank you for the subs too. It's the wind chill. Yeah, I think the humid cold is definitely rough, for sure. No, the terrain pain bug is cursed. That is like genuinely devastating. Your mom recently got a mobility scooter and it was a huge relief during our trip to the zoo. Oh, I'm glad, Eli. That's one thing. There's so many like easy rentals in Orlando of like scooters and stuff if you need them. And it like there's, even if you don't get them from Disney, I think when you get them from Disney, it's like first come, first serve, and they can sell out. But if you're staying in a hotel, there's companies that will like bring the scooter to your hotel and stuff even for you and stuff. They even have stroller rentals like that in Orlando, which can really help too if people in your group need that sort of thing. But You went to Disney for Christmas week decades ago and it was the coldest winter on record. You were running around in hoodies and the locals were in parkas. Yeah, it's always funny like going to like a theme park or something in Orlando in the winter time because there's such a variety of outfits. It's like some people are in shorts, some people have a coat. It's like so different because everybody is from other places, you know? And so it's just really funny to see like how differently they're all dressed, even though it's like 55 degrees. The locals have like a coat with them, and from out of state people are just wearing like regular shorts and t-shirts. It's funny. Do you think I run cold compared to average? I don't know. My mom is so cold so easily. Like, my mom is freezing. My mom will literally, it'll be like 75 degrees and she's like, ooh, it's kind of chilly. But she has like actual like medical issues that make her cold all the time. But she runs cold. I'm not as bad as her. I do think that I probably handle cold worse than the average person because I grew up in Florida. Like, I haven't been prepared. Let's say that. I haven't been appropriately prepared for cold weather because I live in this place. You know? Oh, you know what I kind of want to get? I want those like bird feathers. I don't know why. The ones from Cats and Dogs. I just like the concept. You live in the mountains and you wear shorts in the winter. I respect that. I respect that. You thrive in the cold? Yeah. Yeah. Not me. Not me. Was it super hot at the Eras concert? Oh my god, when we saw Taylor in Tampa, it was so hot. Especially because it was like so crowded and so humid. It actually kind of sucked. It was a rough night. Okay, I was thinking, and tell me if this is a bad idea or not, but I kind of like the idea of putting like little bird feathers up on this back wall. Wouldn't it be kind of cool? I don't know. You were in the direct sun for 2 hours. You borrowed jackets to drape across you. Oh my god. I did that the other day. I guess it was more than the other day. This was like a couple weeks ago now, or maybe even past a month ago. But when Sasha and Steph were here, because my friends Sasha and Steph came to visit me, Vixella and Stepho Sims. And when they were here, we were swimming in my pool. And by the last day, I was like, I cannot be out here in this sun any longer. So I got out of the pool and I was sat there like on the edge of the pool because I still wanted to hang out with them, but I didn't want to be in the sun anymore. So I had like a towel over my head and like a towel around my body, and I was like huddled in these towels sitting on the edge of the pool talking to them while they were still swimming. But I didn't want to burn. I love to swim, but it was too much for me. That's when I got a burn in my part of my hair. Oh, it was horrible. It like actually hurts. Do not recommend a burn in the middle part of your hair. The problem with these is that they're like all different distances apart, which is not good. Maybe I'll be able to alternate them. Okay. I guess I could also like delete those. That's simple, right? Alpaca the birds from? They're from Cats and Dogs. They're like feathers that your pets can find. That's why you wear a giant wide-brimmed hat. Yeah, you need to. But I was swimming, so I was, you know, in the water. But anyway. Yeah, those are collectibles though. I keep thinking I hear rain, but it's not actually raining yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Easy fix to not get burned. Just don't leave the house. Just don't leave the house. Actually, you're so smart about that. You're right. Okay, I'm gonna start decorating. I'll come back to the wallpaper because I don't know what I want. I'm gonna start decorating the bedroom for Barbie. She's gonna have a beautiful pink ranch bedroom. Oh my God, I love this bed. That's so cute. Okay, perfect. Should we do a fireplace in her bedroom? Because we don't have one elsewhere. Do you burn as easily as Dan? No, Emily, I don't burn as easily as him. He is, pale and weak. Let's just say that. He's pale and weak. My dad calls him a polar bear. And he's not wrong about that. I burn more easily than the rest of my family does, though. My parents are both, like, really tan. Granted, my dad, like, literally works on a boat, so it makes sense that he would be more tan than me, because I don't leave the house, but my parents are both quite tan, and I am not. I don't want to burn. I don't want to go outside. I don't really tan that much, though. I'm okay, don't laugh. I'm tan right now. For me, like, I spent a fair amount of time outside last month. I'm tan right now for me. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. I'm tan right now. Anyway, I burn and then I get more freckles, which I'm not actually complaining about. I like having freckles, but I don't really tan that much. The chat's like, I'm laughing at you. But I'm tan. Don't I look so tan right now? Look at me. Aren't I so tan? Anyway, sorry. I made myself laugh. Should I try this wallpaper together? Sure, Kayla. Okay. Whatever you say. Oh my goodness. Let me look at the horse ranch furniture. You burn so you stay ghostly pale. I totally respect that. I'm with you. I am with you. You apply sunscreen every 30 minutes. Oh my God, when I'm gonna be outside, this is I hate this part because it's so humid and so sweaty hot here. Like, when you try and put sunscreen on, it feels like you're like in the shower, but you're just outside. So you try and reapply and it just melts off of your face because it's so gross outside. Ugh. Horrible. It's like sticky. Everything about this place is horrible. I really mean that. Anyway. Oh, it does look like the Barbie dress, this wallpaper. That's cute. I like that. I love this. I think that's adorable, this item. Anyway, I'm very pro sunscreen. Make sure you're using your sunscreen, everyone. It's so important. But yeah, like this sunscreen melting into your eyes when you sweat so much that the sunscreen starts to like run off your face and melt into your eyes, and then your eyes start burning because they have sunscreen in them. Horrible. Horrible. It's just the worst. It's actually the worst. But then, I mean, you're not gonna burn, so you have to. I'd rather have the sunscreen than burn. It just, like, sucks. Okay, I need some more light, I think. Let me put... Cute. I'll change the color of the lights, too. Do you ever call it sunblock? I think people call it sunblock and sunscreen here. I don't call it sunblock, though. I usually call it sunscreen, I think, for me personally. The Burt's Bees SPF moisturizer you've been using, it doesn't melt? That's good to know, actually. That's good to know. Dan calls it sun cream. which I don't like. I prefer sunscreen. I call it sunscream because that's how I feel about it as a ginger. Sunscream. That's really funny. Apparently they're different things. Sun cream and sunscreen are different. Suntan lotion is not the same thing. Suntan lotion is like actually for tanning, isn't it? That's completely different. Oh, now all the British people are typing. This is terrible. I'm just trying to make fun of Dan and now they're all here. Terrible. I joke, I joke. No, why would you bring that up, Christine? Why would you say that? Don't call me British. I'm not proud of it. No, you have it better than me, at least. There's worse things that you could be than British. Some of us are from Florida. Do you like that? Scary. Jump scare. Jump scare, jump scare. Okay. Fixed. That was thunder again. Do you like that? I think I like that. I don't know. Zombie, Fix, Monique, and Nico, thank you for the subs, by the way, everybody. Okay. Pink. What am I building? I'm making a pink ranch. So. Could be even worse though. You could be a Florida man. I'm unfortunately related to quite a few Florida men. You know who's a Florida man now? Florida Dan. The painting is a bit ugly. Oh, I liked it. Do you think it's ugly for real? Florida Dan, the Florida man. That's funny. Now you think it's beautiful? Okay, good. That's a relief. Do you want to get this little cat thing? I don't understand why there's slots all the way up there. Dan has been in America for almost exactly 2 years. He moved here on July 30th, 2 years ago. So it's been almost exactly 2 years since he moved in. Isn't that wild? I find that kind of weird to think about. Where did the time go? Cute. This room looks like it could belong to Barbie, right? Are you gonna have a gotcha day? That is really funny. You know, I hadn't really considered it, but maybe we should. Yeah, I don't know how it's been 2 years though. Isn't that so weird? I really can't believe that. Lighting is so yellow. I mean, I can make it less yellow. I kind of liked how it was sort of warm in there, but we can do it brighter. Does it still feel weird to be a wife? No, honestly, doctor, I don't, it makes me like kind of cringe every time I say it. When I'm like, oh, that's my husband. Ugh. It's not as bad. When I would say fiance, it felt worse. I used to be like, oh, that's my fiance. Ugh. Every time. I don't really feel that way anymore. It's not as bad anymore. It just feels still very new. And it's like it makes me feel like it's too fancy. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know why, but I have that feeling. It just makes me feel like it's too formal, maybe? I don't know. It just feels weird. Just feels weird. Let's put a clock. Barbie can have one of those. Call him your editor then. That's my editor, Dan. Okay, this room is gonna be orange because this room is gonna belong to the previous generation. So I'm gonna make it orange for my Sims dad. You're not gonna like it. I'm just telling you this right now, okay? Prepare yourself. It's gonna be a lot. Oh, that is a lot, isn't it? I don't know. Orange ghost wallpaper? Oh, no. I don't know. Slayer Zombie, thank you for the subs. Yeah, anyway, it's not so very. So each generation is a different color theme. And we are currently decorating for the previous generation because he lives with us still. Like my Sims dad lives here still. And this is his bedroom. And he was the orange gen. So. Hasn't he had the ghost wallpaper his entire life? I actually think that he doesn't have the ghost wallpaper right now. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have the ghost wallpaper right now. Is there a softer orange? Not really. Build him a closet and then put the ghost wallpaper in there. I could do that. I would be open to that. Okay. Yeah, this wallpaper isn't actually that bad because it's partially white. And you guys have to understand that, like, this is the Not So Berry challenge. So everything is, you know, everything is a lot. Okay, I like the little detail. Go big or go home, truly. Whenever you do closets like that, dirty plates get slotted in there. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's annoying. We'll have to think about this then. I don't know. That's a lot of orange clothes. That's good. Okay. I need a cute orange rug. Kill the dad? No, I can't. My Sim is a single mom, so I need help. I need her dad to stay here and help me raise the children. I can't risk losing him. It's actually extremely important. So I need him. He's a nice guy. He's like, he's a criminal. He's pretty fun. Oh, welcome to the children from the Peach generation. Could you explain that? Yeah, so Kelly, each generation of Not So Berry is a different color theme, kind of like I was saying earlier. So we're on the pink generation right now. The generation before it was orange. And the next generation is peach. So I'm decorating Dad's room from the orange generation to be orange. And then we'll decorate the kids' rooms to be the peach color scheme. And, you know, the previous generations were purple and stuff like that. So each generation has a different color. That's just how the challenge works. If you want to see it, my mods can put the rules in the chat. If you've never heard of the Not So Berry challenge before, we can put the rules for you again. But I actually kind of like that. Was there a reason for the order of the colors in Not So Berry? Kinda. The color order that when we wrote it, the color order had less to do with, it's not like in rainbow order, which is probably why you're asking. The color order is sort of intentionally split up in like a pattern that makes sense storyline wise, because we picked things for the challenge based on like So to give you another example, in the challenge, there's like the Mint Gen has all green traits, right? And she's a scientist and all this. And then the next generation is the red generation. They have all red traits, and then like their career is kind of picked based on the red trait thing. And then their kid is the yellow generation. And so they're sort of put in that order on purpose because it made the most sense storyline wise for the yellow generation to have like the scientist grandparent because they want to be an astronaut and they're supposed to like love their grandparent but not get along well with their parent. So anyway, that's why. That they're sort of ordered in that way, based on storyline instead of being based on like rainbow order. So, wish there was a base game version of Not So Berry. People have written a whole bunch of base game versions of it, Bria. If you Google it, you'll find one. Okay. Yeah, it really is wild to me how many people have played Not So Berry. I think about that all the time because there's a lot of people, they'll even tell me, they're like, wait a minute, I played Not So Berry. I had no idea that you wrote it. I get told that all the time. Like so often people come to my streams and they tell me that. And I just think that's really cool because when I wrote it for fun with my friend when I was in high school for me to play. Like I made it, I'm gonna do this. I'll just put it on my Tumblr because we wrote it. Like we made it for us. Like I didn't think anyone was gonna play it. Like when we wrote that, it did not even remotely cross my mind that anybody would want to play it at all, let alone still be playing it in 2023. Like that, I just think is so cool that people still like it and still pick it up and still play it, you know? Anyway. Yeah, I agree. I think that is the best way to write or make something, because when you make something for you, at least you know that like it's fun, right? I think it's hard to make something that is for other people and have it like be guaranteed good, because you're thinking about it from like the perspective of something that you can't guarantee, because you're thinking like, what would they like? But if you think about what would I like, at least you know you like it. At least you know you think it's good, you know? But anyway, it's kind of interesting to look back on that time because I really did not think that anybody was ever going to want to play it. Writing Sims challenges is kind of fun. So anyway, a greenish chair to match the bed sheets. This is going to sound bad, but I don't want to bring green into this room. This is the Not So Berry challenge. It's supposed to be like all orange all the time. If that bed sheet didn't have any green on it, I would be happier. So this sim is supposed to be evil. He's a baker and a criminal is sort of his thing. No accent colors, hard commit, exactly. Before I had, with this sim, originally I had done like, oh, this is cute. No, I don't like it actually, never mind. Originally with this sim, I had done, like, he had all orange, like everything. Like even the lights were orange. It was like glowing orange in there. So, okay, I wanted to get from Horse Ranch, I want like, there's a little bench thing that I kind of want to use. Why is it called Not So Berry? I'm so sorry, you guys. I have to answer the question again. We have this conversation like 10 times every time I play Not So Berry, but I'll explain it again. Don't feel bad for asking. I just feel bad that I have to bring it up again. It's a very reasonable question. Basically, back in the day, a lot of you might not have been around in the Sims community during this time, but back in the day, berry Sims were like a huge, big trend. Like people were making berry Sims like crazy. And berry Sims, it's like you can imagine, it's like a sim based on like a fruit or a berry. And it's like all pink, like pink skin, pink hair, pink makeup, pink, 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 pink is a berry Sim. And you would make different kinds and stuff. And then when we wrote this challenge, we wanted to do like a color theme challenge, kind of like the berry sim thing, but not like as berry as that. Like you know, kind of lesser vibes. Like sort of berry sim, but not all the way. So it's kind of just a joke play on the berry sim thing. But if you weren't around during berry sims, you'd be like, what is that? But that's what it's about. So anyway, thank you for the hype chat. I really appreciate that. It's a good question. I feel like I have to answer that question like 10 times a day because everybody's like, what does that even mean? Which is kind of funny looking back on it. But if you were around in those days, like the Tumblr days back then, it would make sense to you. Should pin the thing explaining it. I guess we could maybe make a chat command explaining it, but people don't always read the chat commands either. So I think a lot of people have done it with full berry sims, and some people do it with like less berry even than I do. I like to do it like this, where I make like a all pink thing, and my sim has pink hair and all pink clothes. Some people might do a little bit less of a dramatic pink thing. People might do more of a dramatic pink thing. It's supposed to be sort of like personal preference, you know? Is there any use for the clocks in the Sims? No. They don't even move. They just look kind of cute, so. Anyway. Never knew the origin, just kind of accepted that. Yeah, I think that happens with a lot of people. How would you know? You know? Does the house have to be the same color as the sim, or is just at the sim's room? Well, so Mila, this is one of those things that's down to personal preference. There's nothing in the rules about this. I just really like it. Like, I think it's quite fun and silly to be like on the green generation and have everything be green. Like, have all the decorations green, the house is green, my sim wears only green clothes. Like, I think that part is fun. But you might not like that. You don't have to do that. There's no like specific, you know, it's just what you prefer. I just think it's fun to take this as a chance to do some silly stuff like that, you know? I don't know what else to add into Barbie's room. It's almost like part of the challenge to do it silly like that with the decorations. But again, totally personal preference. You don't have to do that. There's like no requirements about that. It's all down to what, you know, you want to do. I do think it's fun though, because it sort of forces me, at least when I'm building, to like branch out and experiment with some stuff that I maybe otherwise wouldn't have used. The pink one is not so hard, but like in the orange generation, I really struggled with that build because I don't like the color orange. I don't build things that are orange. I just don't really like orange. So doing the orange generation was like kind of difficult for me because I don't like orange. So it was like hard for me to encourage myself to branch out in that way. But it's kind of fun to have an excuse to do it, so. Struggled hard with the rose gen house. Yeah, the red was hard for me too, because I don't really like the color red either. So, I was so glad when I got to pink, yeah. Can add a vanity table? Oh, I guess we could do that instead. That might be kind of cute. Love orange as an accent color. Yeah, I think I just really struggled with doing everything orange, because one, there isn't really as many orange like wallpapers and stuff as you might think that there would be, which I realize sounds kind of weird, but there's not really that many of them, and certainly not that many that I kind of wanted to use. What am I looking for? Vintage glamour. But yeah, it's that the orange gen house was kind of difficult. I did do it really close to when the when Growing Together came out. So Growing Together had some decent stuff that we could use. I think my house that I enjoyed the most was the yellow one. I really, really had fun building the yellow generations house. I loved that. I just thought it was like the best time. I think that peach is gonna be the hardest because peach is like very similar to orange and pink. So like, what does it even mean? This is the thing, right? If I could go back and like yell at myself when I was 17 years old and writing this dumb challenge, I would, because I didn't really think that part through. I didn't really think about like clearly about those three colors being so close together. But it's too late now. So used a lot of the light brown filter for peach. Oh, that's smart. Did a Mediterranean style house in Tartosa. I think I might do that too, Christine. I think I might do that sort of thing too. But we'll see. We have some time until we get there. But yeah, I sort of regret that part, but again, I didn't even know that people were gonna be playing. This is the thing, right? Like when I wrote this, I wasn't thinking about that at all. I was just thinking about like, what do I want to do? Oh, this will be a good idea. That's a cute story. Okay. Like I didn't really consider the fact that like people would still be playing it now. My God, if I could go back and tell myself that like when we did the challenge writing, that by the time I was playing with the pink generation again on stream, we'd have a horse pack and I'd be making a horse themed house for the pink gen. I mean, I would just probably laugh out loud. Because I really honestly did not think we would ever get horses in The Sims 4. So the fact that we have this is so funny. Because I just did not think that we would ever get it in this game. And like the infants and stuff. Keep in mind, when I wrote this, we didn't even have toddlers. Like, it was a very different time. When the challenge was first written. Which is kind of weird to look back on, but it was totally different. So, okay. Oh, how the game has changed. Yeah, truly. Put this here probably. Should we do it in like a light wood color maybe? Kind of put it in the wall. I don't love the hallway. I have to imagine you have also reached a lot more people than you actually expected. Oh, I mean, Alex, I never thought my channel would be the size that it is. So yeah. Yeah, that part is, I would say, quite the shock. I certainly never thought my channel would be big. Like, full stop. I didn't think my channel would be big, so. I don't think anybody sets out making a channel thinking that, like, a lot of people are gonna watch it, though, you know? When in doubt, add plants and rugs. Yeah, truly. It's like the best way to go about it, isn't it? Must be close to 2 million subscribers. I don't actually know how many subscribers I have exactly. I hit 1.9 million recently, like a few days ago. Let me check. I'm on More Simsie instead, which is the wrong channel, so hold on. I have on YouTube right now 1,904,000 subscribers. So, not quite, but we're getting there. We're getting there. That's weird. I don't usually think about my subscriber count that much. I don't really look at it that much. Okay. It's kind of cool though, isn't it? How did that happen? Where did they all come from? That's it? That's it? I'm sorry. Now, let's be real right now. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Oh my god. Oh, the internet. Okay. I don't know about this part. I don't like it. I don't know what to do with it. I'm struggling. Do you want to get a basement? Oh, I'm running out of money. Oh. That's something else to worry about, I suppose. It's a joke? Okay, good. You never know. Sometimes with the internet, you can't always tell. Maybe the basement we could actually do like a little wine cellar thing if we wanted to, I guess. Maybe add a piano. Oh, got one. Got one. Ooh. This part, not obsessed. I must say, I am not thriving. More pianos? Maybe we could get another piano. Add an extra maker just in case. That's kind of what I was thinking. Is that we can maybe add an extra stuff downstairs in the basement. Or add something downstairs in the basement. Just because I'm trying to make this hallway seem more necessary. Because right now it's not really necessary. So I'm kind of trying to give myself a reason to have this hallway. Whose idea was this diagonal? Genuinely, I don't know what this Simsie person was thinking when she put this diagonal there, but it was a terrible idea. She must be stopped. Home gym? Well, this is gonna be the living room. What I'm struggling with more so right now has less to do with like rooms and more just with this particular area. It's like the entry of the house that I'm kind of having a hard time with right now. Because it's kind of weird shape. I don't know. I've got a bunch of different colors of white columns in here. This might be okay. I'm gonna make like a proper entryway, I think. Yoga studios and she doing wellness? Yeah, we're gonna add some yoga stuff, but I was thinking about just adding yoga kind of around as opposed to having a proper studio, because you can't really put like a yoga studio next to the front door, you know? That helps. Makes it a more formal entrance. It's thundering. That's no good. Should we put like... There could be like a big giant closet. We have storage for like coats and stuff over there. So, you know what we need to get is a dog bowl. Did I just... Oh, I thought I heard my cat moving in here. She's asleep. She's not moving. Isn't Dan streaming? No, Dan usually doesn't stream on Wednesdays. So he is not here right now. He's actually probably editing. I did hear something! It's the printer! The printer's making noises. I didn't imagine that. It's the printer. Weird. Okay. Is Daniel printing? No, I don't think so. Weird, 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 weird. All right, I'm thinking about this. I might end up doing a different thing here. Maybe I'll get a table with like something above it. I just, I have a hallway table like right there, which is why I was kind of unsure about this, but we could do a hallway table and there could be like some pretty flowers on it or something. You have a printer and it makes noises at night? Oh no. That would upset me. I gotta say, that would be too much for me. Umbrella stand? I do have an umbrella stand already in the like, what I keep forgetting? Mudroom, sorry. That's what I'm trying to call it. We do have an umbrella stand in the mudroom. We can give Pulp a big giant bed. Pulp deserves that. And then maybe Pulp can have like, I don't know, a food bowl? I could always get 2 food bowls for my dog, because I haven't put those anywhere yet. I have a dog and a cat, so. That's kind of cute, right? Is that random? No, you know what? I might put this over here. That's right. I was gonna do it over in this area. Are there muddy paw prints in the mudroom? No, I haven't gotten that yet. I did think about it, about putting some, like, stains and stuff in there, but I haven't done it yet. Should we do it now? I was thinking about doing, like, scratches and stuff. Do you want to do, like, actual muddy paw prints in here? I'm actually kind of like that idea. That might be kind of cute. And it got a little bit out of the tile onto the wood floor. It's a mudroom. We said it was a mudroom. Can I put a doormat, maybe? No, I don't like that one. Can you use this one? That's cute. All right. What about like maybe one of those cabinets? Barbie would have a robot vacuum to clean the mud up. Yeah, she probably would. It's starting to storm. It's getting like a little stormy outside right now. Base game. Roomba. We do have a Roomba. It probably won't fit in here as well as I want it to. Because I like filled this whole thing in. I'll come back to that. Please hold. When will I play Dreamlight Valley next? I don't know. There was an update this last week, but poorly timed because the horse pack came out, so I was a little bit obviously preoccupied with the horse pack and not really playing with Dreamlight Valley. But how is there mud prints inside and none outside, or no mud? It's just supposed to be cute, Liam. There's not really like a deep meaning behind it. That's the mud room, so I was just making a little joke and putting some cute stuff in there. You don't really care about Dreamlight Valley right now because horses? No, I get it, Christine. I understand that. I'm a lot more invested in the horse pack than I am in the Dreamlight Valley update, but that's, I mean, I think that's to be expected from me. You all know how I am, so. Yeah, anyway, don't you know that we're so busy? Mara, Storytime, and Joy, and Arden, and OGB Reacts. Hi, Bumblebee, Francesca, thank you for the subs. It's good to see you, OGB Reacts. I don't like any of these. I do like that this has pillows on it, but I kind of want like a comfier couch. Whatever that might be. I think I might have used a white rug with these pink couches in my last build. Finally remembered your Prime sub. Oh god, I know. You need to like, I need to like set reminders and stuff to check with my Prime sub. I totally get it. I'm with you. I'm the same way. Could do like a cream colored couch. You know, this is the thing. It's the not so berry challenge. So like, kind of part of me wants to just go for it. That's why I'm a little bit unsure. Whoa, that's too much. I do like this wallpaper. Annoyingly, it's on a diagonal, so it's a little wide. It's getting stormy. The paranormal one? Yeah, that's an option. The growing together couch. Oh. Does it come in like a cream or pink color? It comes in white. At that rate, I might as well use the horse ranch couch. be honest. Okay, this is like a little bit, it's a little bit tight. How do the void kittens do with the storms? You know, they haven't really, they're fine. They don't really react to the noise of the storms, which is good. Because I was nervous about that. I sort of figured that they might have a hard time with the storms. Just, I mean, given the fact that they came from outside, you know, like, one can only assume that the storms might be hard for them, but they've been okay. Wait, kittens? Yeah, me and my sister found we found 3. I'm distracted while I'm trying to place this. Me and my sister found 3 all black kittens, about 4 weeks old, in a sewer last weekend. So that's my little life update. I've been fostering them and Mom for about a week now. So, oh my god, that's gonna be so annoying. Oh my god, I hate you. I really mean that. I hate this. Okay, sorry. Okay. Should I do it like that? Oh, I love this hutch. I wish that I had used those cabinets, to be honest. Should I put the hutch on either side? I know that these are cabinets and not, that's a lot. Now that I think about it. But obviously these are cabinets and not like counters. But it might end up being cute. Hold on. Let's see what we can do about this. Wait, okay, I need to put you a little bit higher up. Why did I have to go and make this place diagonal? Okay. No. If it crashes, I'm never streaming again. I really meant that when I said it too. I meant that when I said it. Jay, Elena, and T-Dog. May I suggest a jail cell in the basement for our enemies? My god, maybe. Also, Soy Biscuit and Mara, thank you for the subs. Interesting suggestion. What do you all think about this? Do you think it's like too much, or is it cute? That's too much. Doesn't need to be that big, but... Huh. Let me get some windows. You like it? Okay. You know what I might do? Instead of these bookshelves, because they're not really the vibes anymore. What if we get a fireplace? That might be kind of cute. We can use this same fireplace over there. Oh, I think that's actually lovely, right? Of course, this is kind of clipping, which is not lovely. Should I, like, close that off? Maybe. Okay. That's pretty good. Some fun accent wall behind the TV. Maybe. How, the problem is, you see how it places like that? Could I do like, wait. Can the plant be moved? I'd have to remove the whole foundation to scoot it. This plant. I don't really want to do that. So. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I could use... I don't know if I like that either. I'm not sure. You think brick accent? We could do brick, potentially. I could use the same brick that I had in the kitchen. Although, that doesn't really match the stone on the fireplace that well. Scott was on diagonal. Yeah, it's really annoying. Very, very, very annoying. So, do you guys like the stone or the... I think I might like the vertical wood. You think white wood instead? Okay, keeping in mind though, right, that this is the not so berry challenge. So it's gonna be like really pink everywhere. Like the pink wood a lot? Okay, I like the pink wood a lot too. So that settles it then. I also like it. My favorite thing so far has really been this cottage living light. Too much pink is the right amount of pink. No, what? Like seriously, yeah. That exactly is what we need. Put this over here. Maybe I'll get a lamp. Sized up rug with fringes? Oh, I could maybe do that. Wait, let me think about layering some rugs. I just saw big lightning. We'll see when we hear it. That's a different color pink. Okay. So you think that we should try like... Oh. Slightly not big enough. What about you? When you size up... Oh. The fringe just doesn't fit. You can't... I mean, I guess I could layer it like double. Wait. I have to like triple layer this rug. Hold on. Is that right? No. Oh my God. Is that right? No. I need that to be further over. And then, wait. Is that right? No. It's not right. Okay. Is this like actually worth it? 'Cause I'm starting to think it's not. There we go. Okay. I don't even know if the fringe looks weird or not. I don't even know if that's bad. I can't tell. Okay. Should maybe end stream if we care about what the CDC recommends. Can I ask you an honest question? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like I shouldn't be at my PC in the storm? Cause just so you know, I live in Florida and it does this every day. So if I actually didn't use my computer when it was storming, I understand maybe I might get struck by lightning. Oh no. But this happens like every day. Every day. So I would just never be able to stream. Please, I know you mean well, but when speaking to people that have anxiety problems, maybe don't say stuff like that to them. Because now I'm gonna have some issues today. But we can't just shut everything down every day because of the storm, because, you know, Florida every day. So, Strivel, thank you for the 15 months. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Never heard of someone being struck by lightning indoors. Well, not the person, but I've been in a house that has been struck by lightning. My parents' house has been struck by lightning. It's kind of scary. So, anyway, the worry is more like it might damage electronics and stuff. But again, not helpful to discuss this right now, because I might start crying. Anyway, moving on from that. All right. I think I would like to decorate this a little bit. You have a smoothie right now? Christine, did you get enough for the class? Do you have enough to share? Because if not, that's actually really rude and messed up. That's like kind of mean. Strawberry banana with dark chocolate? What the heck, Christine? And you didn't get enough to share? That's like mean. Do I have to show in the gallery? No, Caitlin, I'm not gonna put it up on the gallery until I'm done. I don't really want to upload a half furnished build, you know? Okay. Horse Ranch. Should I put this here? I like this painting so much. I know I keep using it. I just really think it's beautiful. In that color as well. Fire. I want to get the little fireplace thingies. These guys. Yay! Okay. What am I trying to make? It's a pink horse ranch for my Not So Berry Challenge Sims, is what I am building right now. I kinda am wishing that I had a bigger coffee table. I'm feeling like it would be nice if I did, maybe I guess instead of this one, we could get one of the big square ones. Because we have so much space. I don't know. The fringe does not look right. You don't like it? I kinda liked it. It's okay. I understand. Maybe I could combine this coffee table together, sized down, and pretend that it's one coffee table. What do you think about that? Obviously it is like the wrong wood color. Oh, it's so hard to get the like kind of thing that I want. You're here again. Hi, Hope. How are you doing? I'm trying to decide. A Dream Home Decorator, you can do that, but the lighting on this Dream Home Decorator, I don't know if you can tell, but the lighting on this Dream Home Decorator stuff is like so much worse. So, base game square one. I mean, I can just combine the base game one if I really wanted to. That's probably the easiest option, but yeah, I think I'll end up doing that. Never noticed how reflective that is. Yeah, the lighting is really quite weird on that item. So, I don't know. Dream Home Decorator has some weird like shading stuff going on. It's kind of odd. I wanted wedding stories. When am I ending stream? Tiny, I usually stream for about 3 hours, so I should be here for like another 40 minutes or so. Can I give my sim this? What world am I building in? This is the new world. It's the world that comes with the new pack. That's where I am right now. Oh, this is gonna come together really nicely. It's gonna be cute. I'm excited about this. Oh, you guys can't see this. Look at what she's doing with her foot. It's like slightly off the camera. Wait, let me like move it. There. Why is she doing that? amazing. Did you see the room flash? Lovely. Lovely weather we're having here. Okay. How much else do I want to put? I think I might also get some bigger curtains, because I want curtains on these windows. Okay. I want curtains on these windows. But I don't really love the colors. Ugly. Can I do these instead? It's a different color than the ones on this wall. Curtains are so difficult in this game. What about from like cottage living? What if I used what if I used this one? I think I like how those look. Okay. They don't look right? Oh, I liked it. You don't like it? I thought it was kind of cute. Lots of pink, but it's cute. Well, again, Cameron, this is the Not So Berry challenge. So it's the pink generation of the Not So Berry challenge. So we're doing a lot of pink on purpose. The stream title is Pink, Pink, Pink in all caps. So that is sort of the goal that we're going for right now. You want a thunderstorm so badly, you want to feel justified in your cozy time? I understand. I understand. Not to brag, but I get this every day, so. Skipping Barbie Farmhouse, thank you. My Sim's name is Barbie. She actually predates the Barbie movie, believe it or not. So, not to brag, but she's ready. It's good timing with the movie coming out straight away, but I actually made her before the Barbie movie. I think I'm gonna do this wallpaper in this room. You know what? I might even use this wallpaper in all the rooms. I like how it has more wood to it. I think I like that better. Right? Yeah, I think that helps with everything. It's just nicer. Like the bigger panels? Yeah, I think I do too. I think I prefer it. Okay. All right. All right, that seems lovely. Need to watch Barbie again. My sister and I were talking about that yesterday. We were like, you know what? I kind of want to watch the movie again. I really liked it. It's been a while since I saw a movie in a theater, and it's also been a while since I saw a film that I was like, I kind of want to watch that again, like right now. Hey, River and Ave, thank you. And Leslie too with the subs. Thank you all so much. Okay. You could not stand Barbie? Oh. Okay. Sorry. No, the wallpaper in the office isn't necessarily missing, Clam. I simply haven't painted the office yet. It's different. I'm gonna get there. I just, I haven't done it yet. On purpose. I don't know what I want it to look like, so I just haven't done it. Okay. I think I want to get maybe some sort of like, maybe I'll get, I don't know. Maybe I will paint this room now just to get it over with. It's funny that people think Simsie has seen or will ever see Oppenheimer. hope, look, I was just thinking the same thing. You guys know I don't watch movies. I'm never gonna watch Oppenheimer. I'm not a movie person. It's never gonna happen. Literally, I'm like actually not exaggerating. I'm never gonna watch Oppenheimer. Like, it's just not, I'm not gonna do that. Let me remind you, okay? Don't laugh, started crying and had to turn it off when Dan wanted to watch Pirates of the Caribbean last year. Okay? Because I was too scared of the pirate movie. You think that I'm gonna watch a real film? No. Not for me. Girl, I get you. That one octopus dude or whatever is scary. Thank you. Thank you. See, you understand. I'm glad. You're decades old and E.T. still terrifies you. See? This is my thing. I get so anxious when I watch movies. I'm scared of everything. I can't watch a movie like Oppenheimer. I can't do that. Not for me. I'm not the target audience, and that's okay. That's okay. We watched E.T. at this, like, they did like a movie in the park, like, thing when I was a child. And that's when I saw E.T. for the first time, and I still think about how scared I was. I don't even think it's that scary. You thought the octopus guy was kind of hot? Oh my god. Yeah, no, I just get nervous about everything. Literally, like, not exaggerating, nervous about everything. So, this is really interesting to hear from you all about. I didn't know that so many of you had these feelings about, is it Davy Jones? I don't really know what to do with this information that you're telling me right now. I don't know. Couldn't watch Bambi as a kid, cried your eyes out over the mom. That makes sense. I couldn't really watch Nemo as a kid. The beginning of Nemo is like actually upsetting. So anyway, long story short, I'm nervous. I get nervous about everything, and yeah. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Most of the downstairs is furnished. That leaves us with horrible hallways to furnish. I haven't seen Dumbo in like, to be honest, I don't even know when I don't know if I've seen Dumbo. Is there a story to all the feathers? No, I just wanted to put some decorations on the wall and I didn't know what to put, so. Okay, these rooms are the Peach Generation's baby rooms. So they're gonna belong to my Peach Generation Sims, who are a toddler and an infant. Dumbo's one of your favorites? Someone else just said it's gonna make me bawl my eyes out, so. Dumbo is scary and sad, unnecessarily sad? Oh, really? No, I believe that. I don't really even know what happens in it, to be honest. I have never watched Pirates of the Caribbean, and I was curious, so I looked up the octopus guy, and you actually jumped when you saw a photo. See? I tried telling you guys, it's scary. Pirates of the Caribbean is scary. I'm scared. I think part of my problem, to be honest with you, I know we're joking about this and stuff, but I'm being dead serious. I think part of my problem with movies, and I have this issue with TV shows too. I think that I internalize stuff too much from like the movies and shows that I watch. So like when bad things happen to characters, it like, I don't know, even when it's like something like, okay, let me give this example. There's this movie, I forget what it's called. It's a Disney Channel original film about this little girl who ice skates, okay? And in part of it, she like gets locked in a closet and like misses this really important training session that she was supposed to have. And then the adult that was training her was like mean to her about it. And it like, go figure, it's called Go Figure. And when that happened to me, or when it happened to her, not me, when it happened to her, I felt like it was happening to me. It was like, I was like horrified, and like my heart was broken, and I was like near tears, and I think I just take on these things too much. Like this is like a Disney Channel original movie for children, and everything always works out in the end, and I still just like internalize everything too much, and it makes it like unpleasant for me to watch films. Like I don't like watching movies because I like stress myself out with them too much, to the point of like it being a little bit ridiculous. So it's just, I don't know, it makes me not like watching them. But yeah, Dan likes that movie, so I watched it somewhat recently. Anyway, do you read? Yeah, I read a fair amount. I don't really have, I guess I do have that problem with books, but it doesn't feel as bad to me. Movies just get me. I don't know how to explain it. I think with books, you have more of an excuse to feel that way because it lasts longer. You know? It feels ridiculous when it's a movie because it's like, I spent 2 hours on this and now. But when it's a book, it's like, I've been doing this for a while. So, I don't know. It's hard to explain. When the monsters scared the kids in Monsters, Inc. was scary for you as a kid. You know what? Monsters, Inc. is a good film. I like it. Yeah, that's true. Putting a book down and pausing a movie to come back to it feels a little different too. It's like easier to put the book down. Let me get a thermostat. Some of you haven't seen Inside Out. Oh, I've seen Inside Out. I like Inside Out. I like animated movies. I don't like actors in movies, like live action type stuff, I mean. I like animated films a lot. I don't like the hallway. The hallway is stupid. That's okay. All right, so this room is gonna become, I guess this can be the infant's room then, yeah? How much money? I have 14,000 simoleons left. Okay. Inside Out horrified you? I couldn't believe it was for kids. I actually loved Inside Out. That's funny that we are all having sort of opposite reactions. The things that I hate, you guys like, and I loved Inside Out. I think it was one of my favorite animated films I've seen in a while. It made you cry? Yeah, Inside Out is emotional. I really like it though. It's a good film. Okay. Wish me luck with this one, because decorating this peach room, I really had a very hard time with before. So I anticipate having a hard time with it now. I haven't seen the new Puss in Boots movie. I would probably like it though. I should probably watch it. I don't know. Gonna watch Inside Out for the first time tonight. Ooh, that'll be fun. See, this wallpaper is so peach. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It would scare you? Okay. Do you mean that? Would I be too scared to watch Inside Out? Or not Inside Out, the new Puss in Boots movie. Like, for real, would I be too scared? Answer me honestly. You're terrified of Harry Potter as a child? I have memories of being really scared of the second Harry Potter movie especially. because of the snake stuff. Sorry to bring up Harry Potter. We don't stand. But I used to be really scared of the second one because I saw the film before I read the books. I read the books when I was like 9, but we used to see the movie on TV sometimes, and no, that's creepy. It's not right. I still don't have any desire to watch that for, I guess, multiple reasons, but it's scary. Like, actually scary. Okay, this is like beige. Do you think I can make it work for the peach gen though? I don't know. Hi, Snappy. Are you standing up? Please don't leave though, okay? Because we're all trying to hang out and we want to watch you. No. You think the beige stripes work? Okay, that's good. Sad beige baby. It's not my intention. I'm not trying to make a sad beige baby room. It's supposed to be peach baby room. I swear. You'd honestly just make peach beige? I don't know. The thought of that kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Oh, I hate to say it, but that kind of matches too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. BJ, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. We are currently decorating a new house for my Not So Berry Challenge Sims. Yeah, you can finally see Snap's face. She turned around again. Hey, Ollie and Faisal, thank you for the subs and stuff. Okay. Don't forget about trash can for the changing table. I actually don't, this is bad, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually don't think I'm gonna use the changing table. So I don't think that I need a trash can for it, because I probably won't use it. You might have to do sad beige baby instead of peach. I mean, that is kind of funny, I must say. Growing together. Have I finished Rags to Ranches? No. Uh-oh, sorry. Yawning, my bad. I think we're gonna play Rags to Ranches tomorrow on stream though. I would not say that I am done. I'm still working on it. But I think we'll play it again tomorrow. I wanted to do a build. And I got a little bit sidetracked. Obviously, it's taken me a while to finish it, so. Do you think if I put that there, the Sims won't try and put plates there? Because that is so annoying when they try and put plates there. Now you're yawning. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is the problem. I yawn on stream and then all of a sudden the entire chat is also yawning. Making everybody tired by accident. Sims are so annoying with the dirty plates. I know, the kitchen is kind of far away too, but like, you can't trust them. You can't trust them. I guess that could work right there. Did my hair get shorter? Yeah, I cut it last night, see? It looks weird when I take my headphones off, but I cut my hair last night. So, to answer your question, yes. You think it's too many patterns with the rug and the wall? It's only a baby's room, though. Babies should be allowed to have patterns, I think. You know? Is that the right height? Yes. Good. Oh, no, it's floating a little bit. Oh, whatever. Don't look that close, okay? Shh, don't look at it. Don't look at it. Yeah, it's a pretty subtle pattern on the rug. I agree. I don't think it's a problem. It's quite subtle. What is my cat doing? Oh, she's just hanging out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Parenthood. So this room, again, this is gonna belong to an infant. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we are decorating, that an infant is going to live in here. That's fine. How much more can we get? The curtains clear? They're like a little bit sheer, yeah. Kinda. Colors, pink and orange. Okay. A tiger. Uh-oh, sorry. Uh-oh. Sorry, I yawned again. My bad. Pink and orange. This is very orange. Probably too orange. I do think that maybe... Oh, this is cute. That might work, because it has the orange and pink together. No, that's brown. This will be good. I could probably use that in here too. Oh, this is kind of peachy. Maybe I'll use that in the big house. How are the kittens doing? Oh, they're good. I can check my cameras and stare at them really quickly. I have some cameras in the room. They've been having fun. I can see one of them is sitting in front of its little cat condo right now, which is very cute. Oh, we do need to be a little bit careful about money. Oh, let me furnish this room first then. We're running out. Will there be 2 peach rooms? Yeah, because we have 2 peach babies right now. At the moment. I think... Have we furnished the barn? No. No, we have not. Wine cellar downstairs too. Yeah, well, here's the thing about the Not So Berry Challenge, right? When we do these things, it's not gonna be completely finished. It just won't. It's not really feasible. Like, it's gonna have to be probably like stopped and then added to once we earn some more money, I think. So, I think this is a toddler's room. Building rooms for toddlers in these weird color schemes is difficult. That's pink. Oh, that's green. Never mind. Person seen, cat room camera. Dan's in there right now. We're gonna have another peachy baby. I think I will probably actually have a 3rd kid, yeah. We only have 2 bedrooms, so they're gonna have to share, but I'm okay with that. Oh. This'll work. Cute. Kayla, thoughts on sharks? Oh, good question. I like them. Good vibes. Weren't you going to have Princess Peach? Yeah, we talked about that. So I think I would still like to have that additional kid for that reason. That's cute. Does that come in a peachy color? That's kind of pink, but that's okay. The largest child's room you've ever seen. Yeah, it's not the smallest. I don't think it's that big either, though, to be honest. But if there's a double bed in here when they get older, it's not going to feel that big anymore. It's definitely a little big for a toddler, but... Can you name the pink horse? Yeah. What do you want to name it, Hope? What's your idea? Dan says all of the kitties are sleeping. So there's your update, everyone. Valentine? Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah, okay. You'll have to remind me once I actually get the horse, because I'll probably forget. But that's a, yeah, okay. Okay. Horse ranch. Does this come in a peachy color? That's kind of like yellow and not peachy. That one has kind of a peachy roof. I wouldn't be opposed to using that swatch. Am I painting the ceilings? Yeah, I will. I just haven't done it yet. I love cute little toys like that for them. That's adorable. That is from the ranch pack, yeah. It's like a little farmhouse dollhouse. It's so cute. No. What about the cats and dogs one? Ew. That's kind of peachy, I would say. Paint the ceilings now? Yeah, you can. As of the update last week before the horse ranch pack came out, you can paint ceilings now. So it's been out for a little bit. Okay, I don't want to put too much in here because I'm worried about spending too much. I'm making myself nervous. Maybe a bookshelf for the baby? The other baby has a bookshelf. I think so. I think so. How long am I gonna be live for? I'm usually live for about 3 hours, so I'll probably be here for another 15-ish minutes, I would say, because I usually stream for about that long. Okay, we have to quickly think about the barn, because I have not done this yet. And I'm scaring myself. We are running very low on funds. So we have to start thinking about that part. Well, Melissa, I haven't put a toddler potty anywhere because I don't plan on potty training my toddler. Here. I'll put one. There, toddler potty. I'm just being honest. I wasn't planning on doing it. I was hoping nobody was gonna notice. First time hearing about the kitties? Yeah, Blue Jay, I can show you. Hang on, let me get another picture. Let me do a little, okay. Time for our daily cat recap. Let me see if I got a picture from yesterday I want to show you. I have so many pictures, I don't even know where to begin. Oh, this one's funny because they're all in the basket. And then, oh, I'll show you this one too, just because you'll like it. So, TLDR, me and my sister found 3 little babies, 3 little stray kitties in a sewer last weekend. They're all black. They're in this cat condo right now, obviously. They're all black, all 3 of them, and so is their mom, all black. Here's a picture of one of them also. Look, this one's Shrimp. Oh my God. We found the 3 of them in the sewer. We took them and their mom to the vet. No microchip, obviously not spayed, stray cat. And the babies were about 4 weeks old last weekend when we found them. So they're about 5 weeks old now. Obviously the vet doesn't know for sure, neither do we, because we didn't see when they were born, but that's the guesstimate. And that's baby. They're currently in my guest room. Isn't that so cute though? He looks like a little cartoon. This picture I think is so adorable. Like actually so adorable. Let me show you a picture of mom too. Oh wait, I have one more picture of baby I want to show you, and then I'll get you a picture of mom. This one is from yesterday. I already showed this on stream, so I'm sorry to show you again, but I got a picture of their mom discovering mirrors. Look at this. She jumped on the bathroom counter and she was like, wait. Wait a minute. But this is their mom. Her name is Frankie. So that's her. And look, here's one more picture of the baby sleeping on me. Anyway, that's little baby Shrimp. Isn't that so cute? The way he has this cute little baby fur and his little tiny feet. Look at his little tiny claws. Look at how tiny they are. Oh my god. Yeah, they're like this big. It's so cute. Anyway, has Snap met them? No, she hasn't. She won't either until they're way older. And if possible, to avoid, because we're fostering them right now. I don't know if we'll keep one. We'll see. We're fostering them right now. But like, if it's possible to avoid stress levels for kitties and Snap and me, I think it's probably best for her to not meet them. Until like, you know, it's time to, if we're keeping one, for her to be introduced to the cat, you know, slowly over time, like how you do safely with cats. But I think it's best if she doesn't meet them right now when we're just fostering them. So we have the door closed and stuff. But anyway, I think it makes the most sense to keep them apart just for everybody's stress levels, you know? I can't see photos of kittens without crying. No, imagine how much I've been crying this past week. When I think about them in the sewer, it makes me want to cry. They're so cute, and they didn't deserve that. How do I tell the kittens apart? Okay, I will tell you this, right? At a time like this, not very easily. When they're all in this like condo, they all look very similar, and it's not as easy to tell them apart. When they're out, Shrimp is he has like kind of a wider head than his siblings do, and he's a little bit bigger. This one is Shrimpy. He's just bigger than them and has a wider face, so it's a little bit more obvious. The smallest one's name is Sunny, and she has like more prominent visible stripes. Like, she's all black, but you can kind of see she has a little bit more like tabby stripes on her, and she's small, and she kind of has like wide eyes. like she looks like I don't know. She's seen some things, basically. She's got like huge eyes that are like staring at you at all times. And then her brother is also medium-sized, I guess. And doesn't have as big of a head as the other one does. So, anyway. They're hard to tell apart at times when they're like all together in like a dark space, like that little cubby, because they look quite similar, obviously, so. But anyway. Let me grab some of this horse ranch stuff. I don't actually know if I want to... I don't actually know if I want to use any of these things, to be honest with you. Maybe I could just not use this side of the barn. What if I just didn't use that side of the barn? I don't have enough money to decorate that side of the barn, so what if I just didn't? Thoughts on that? Anyway, I shall probably make a video about the kitties at some point. Just not yet. I kind of want to wait until everyone's a little bit more settled and I'm more certain about what I want to do and, you know, stuff like that before I go and tell the world. But it's I think easier and fine to be talking about it on stream sometimes, you know? But I think that makes sense to want to like find our plan before that. So anyway, because then I'll probably have, for example, like a better answer to, are you keeping one? I don't know. I want to wait until I can answer that question before I'm like, hey, YouTube, guess what I found in the sewer? So, anyway. I'm probably gonna put, I don't think I want to put anything too fancy in here, to be honest. I think that I'll probably have to add to this barn as I make some more money. But viewers of VODs will already know anyway. Well, yeah, exactly. But I haven't talked about it on my main channel, and I mean, let's be honest with ourselves for a second. there's a lot more people that watch my YouTube channel than watch more Simsie or these live streams. I would say that, you know, a handful more people are subscribed to my main channel than are here right now. So, anyway. Okay. Just a handful. Yeah, just a handful. That question is tough one when you foster a lot. You never want to think about that. You're just saving them. The less you keep, the more ones you can help. Yeah, that's the thing, Beth. And I mean, like, I didn't, like, set out to become, like, a foster. It just sort of happened because I found these cats in the sewer. And I mean, I have space. I can help take care of them, so I am. But I don't really know how to answer that question ever because I'm not sure yet. And I also certainly don't know, like, which one, you know? Like, I don't know. I need some more time. I need some more time with that question, I feel. Okay, there is a cute saddle thing. I guess we could use that too. You have a second channel? It's called More Simsie. I post my live streams on there. So I'll like re-upload this live stream to More Simsie in a couple days, basically. Set color and intensity all lights to be a little bit more yellow toned. Okay. Okay. No, I think I need to have another light, but maybe right there. Okay. Horse ranch. We'll get some cute, like, extensions of the hay, I guess. You do take more pics of the kitten you named after Stardew Chicken. Angela, I actually don't think that's true. I think that people just remember Shrimp's name more. I take pictures of them all. They're all very different. So I end up taking lots of pictures of that, like, you know, Sunny always climbs. So I have like a million photos of her climbing. I just can't show you those because I can't show you her looking out the window because, you know, you can't see out my window, you know? But I don't actually think that I take more photos of Shrimp. I think that he's been on my lap a couple times in the past couple days, which the other two aren't really lap cats yet, so. Everyone should just accept you will do what's best for them no matter what. Hope is like constantly in the chat trying to be a voice of reason. Hope is like constantly, no one should try and guilt Kayla into keeping one or into keeping a specific one. Like Hope is just constantly voice of reason to the chat. Does Frankie enjoy cuddling? No, none of them are really cuddly. The only one that has slept on my lap is Shrimp, and it's literally just because I picked him up when he was already asleep, and then I put him on me, and he just happened to stay those 2 times. The other ones haven't really. They're not really cuddly. The other ones. But it makes sense. So. And like the mom, Frankie, doesn't really like to be picked up. She'll let you pick her up, but she doesn't really like to be. Oh my god, I didn't decorate the greenhouse yet. Oh no. But that makes sense. You guys got to keep in mind they lived outside, right? Like these are strays, so they're not really super into cuddling. Yeah, you're really right about that, Hope. It's I don't know. It's tough. It's been really tough to even consider, like, I don't know, because I've grown really attached to them, obviously. And I even, like, to be perfectly honest with you, I even have a little bit of guilt about, like, did I do the right thing by taking them here and, like, locking them in my guest room? Even though, like, I know in my heart, I brought them to the vet. I got them their shots. Like, well, the babies don't have them yet because they're too young. But, like, I know in my heart I'm doing the right thing. But, like, each time that Frankie goes and sits on the windowsill, it's like, oh my god, I'm really sorry. I don't know. I have, like, there's a lot of guilt and stuff that's happening in my heart that I'm, like, really grappling with, you know? And then I have all this anxiety about, like, what if there was a 4th one? And I know there wasn't a 4th kitten, okay? I know for a fact all of them were together. We kept checking the sewer all day. Like the neighbor kept checking the past week. There's never been a fourth kitten. But I have in my heart, like, what if there's a fourth kitten and I don't have it and now I've like taken their mom away? You know, like I get really anxious about that. And then people in my chat are like, what if there was a fourth kitten? And then I'm like, oh my God. But I did the best that I could. I did the right thing. I'm just anxious about it. So anyway, I'm doing everything I can. I want him to be happy so bad. Why did you let your cat have kids? That's the other thing. Because people, I think they come in like halfway through me talking about it and they'll be like, why didn't you get your cat spayed? It's a stray cat. I found it in a sewer. You know? But there's like all these like voices of people. This one didn't have kittens. She got spayed 15 years ago. And then they're like, what if Frankie belongs to someone and you stole someone's cat? My sister has been feeding this stray for like 2 months and she has kittens in a sewer. I'm pretty sure she doesn't belong to anyone. Not microchipped, not spayed. You know what I mean? Like but then people say it and I'm like, oh my God, what if she does belong to someone and I stole her? I just get anxious. But I know, let's be real. Let's be real for a second. Like, she was in a sewer with 3 kittens. Like, oh. Anyway, scary. I don't think she belonged to anyone though. I actually don't think that at all. Anyway, I know I did what was best for the cat, so just all these things in my head about them. And I just get anxious about it, so. But anyway, easier said than done to tell yourself that, right? But, okay. Oh, look at little Snappy and her little feetsies. She's being cute. She's being cute. Yeah, no posters, no microchip, no collar, no owner. She's so skinny. Like thankfully Shanna had been feeding her. Like, yeah, I don't think that she belonged to anyone. Okay. I think this would be nice if we had a little table in here. I don't know how much greenhouse stuff I want to get, to be honest. Wait, there's a door there. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll put the floral arranging table too, because that actually comes in pink. No. Flower arranging table. There we go. Pink. Cute. Okay, I can add more to this once we are living here for real with my sim. I think some of the last things we need to get are like a trash can. I want to get, I'll just put it all the way over here, to be honest. Let me see. We want to put some stuff on the patio too, but I wish, how much money do you think I should spend on this? I don't know. We'll see. Let me get some lounge chairs. That's not how you spell lounge. I did pink ones before. I had these before and I liked them. That's so fun. Okay. You have a money trash can, you don't need an outdoor one. I mean, it's good to have one. It's still worth grabbing one, I think. Okay, save the game soon? Oh, that would be an idea. You know, that's an idea. And then we're gonna have to redo the terrain paint again. If you guys missed it, I actually don't even want to talk about this. My terrain paint deleted itself so many times yesterday, and I have really not been able to bring myself up the courage to redo it in case it deletes again. So I'm saving that for like absolute last. The last thing I'm gonna do is the terrain paint. Okay, we did have, so I gave myself, I think, 150,000 simoleons for this house. And we have more than 150,000 simoleons. Like, my Sims have something more like, I forget the exact number, but my, oh, don't like that polka dot one. But my Sims had like 170 or something that the house was worth total with the money that we had in our inventory or on us. So we do have some extra money. So we're not as low as you might think, because I'm building this in a different save file. 166, 167. Yeah, so this house is gonna be worth 150 and we had like 167 something thousand. So we don't need to panic too much about running a little bit low on funds, because there is some wiggle room there. If we need to give ourselves a little bit of extra, it would be okay. Which is good. Murder pond? I do already have the murder pond. I did get that, luckily. I did get ourselves the pond. Okay, what do we want to put on this little patio? I already have these rocking chairs. How's my 100 baby challenge going? I haven't played it since the horse pack came out, so emotionally it's going great because I haven't had to play it since the horse pack came out. But progress-wise, not thriving because I haven't played it since horses. So, oops. Okay, got a couple doormats. That'll be good. I think I want to put, I don't know, something like, not this plant, but something like that where there's like a handful of plants and it's kind of tall or something. I feel like that might be a kind of cute touch. Oh, you know what I could use is the one from high school years. That might be good. Because we could put like a little trellis. That fills it up. Oh, that's a huge improvement, I would say. Fills up some space. Do I have birthday plans for myself? You know what? I genuinely have not even begun to consider that at all. Somebody asked me yesterday if I was gonna, like, when am I gonna do a baking stream again? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Wait, my birthday's coming up. I guess then? But I, like, genuinely, I had not even really thought about it or remembered that, like, yeah, so I don't know. But my birthday is coming up, so I need a yoga mat. I like the pizza one. That's cute. This place is too cute for the grill. You think? I kind of like it. But yeah, my birthday's August 14th, which is like only in a couple weeks. I just kind of forgot. I just kind of forgot that it's coming up so quickly. Think the grill is cute? Yeah, I like the idea of the grill. I think it would be nice to have a way to cook something outside, and it takes up some extra space, so I like it. Dan's birthday is in a couple days. Dan's birthday is the 28th, so his birthday's coming up too. How old am I gonna be? I am gonna be 24. Weird. Weird. Where did that time go? I don't know. But yeah, my birthday's coming up pretty soon. Old? Okay, Hope. You're one to talk. Older than me. You're 99 too? Nice, James. Guys, just so you know, the mods, we usually try to keep age chat out of the Twitch chat, just because, oh, you know what? I have an idea. We try to keep people from talking about how old they are, purely because if there's any little ones that are maybe under 18, like any minors in the chat, I would prefer if they didn't say how old they are, just because I don't think it's really safe to be talking about that on Twitch. So we try and avoid those conversations. Never mind, I don't like that part. So the mods are gonna delete it if you say anything. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. We just usually delete those sorts of messages, which I'm sure you can understand our intentions with. We just don't want the little ones to be saying their age. I don't think it's necessary, so. Swing set? Yeah, swing set could be, oh, you know what? How about instead of a swing set, let's do a fire pit. That might be cute. Because it's like on the stone. I feel like this might be better than a complete swing set, you know? Fire pit can go in the corner maybe. Well, that'll be nice. We don't need to add too much to it yet because we're running a little bit low on funds. As you can maybe tell. So we're not going to be able to add as much to this as I would like. I guess we can decorate it and then delete it when I move in, but okay, this is going to be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. This is where I'm going to put the nectar stuff in this little basement. Where are you? Nectar making. I have these nice nectar racks. I'll make a light color. Snap looks so relaxed right now. Oh, she's like actually loving that. Wait a minute. Look at her. She's funny. That's cute. Yeah, I'll tour the build when I'm finished. I will. I usually do. So I will do that here too. What a pose, honestly. Horse ranch decorations. I want the big thing of like barrels. I don't know what colors to use. Does the light color look weird? Maybe a little. I don't know. Should I put some stains in the basement? Actually, the stains look kind of good. Like, that kind of makes sense. We don't need to decorate it too much. We just want it to be functional. Should put a guitar somewhere for an extra skill. Oh, I guess a guitar might be kind of a nice touch. I could use the new one. Maybe like over here by the piano. Looks like spilt nectar. Exactly. That's kind of what I was going for with it. Yeah. I want to add to this room a little bit more, but I might not be able to before I put it on the gallery. Because I'm running out of money. Okay. Here we go. Isabella, Bandit, Marine, Rosie, thank you for the subs. I'm going to save the game. And I'm going to do the terrain paint again for like the actual 5th time. And if it doesn't work, I don't even know. I don't even know. So, wish me luck, okay? I will get very upset if I have to worry about this stuff glitching out and deleting itself again. And I really mean that. Okay. Okay. I'll scream with you, don't worry. Yeah, you better. I will need it. 5th? Yes, the terrain paint deleted so many times yesterday. It was like genuinely upsetting. Like I had to stop streaming because of it. Well, I was getting off stream anyway. So I didn't like, you know, get upset and then like quit the stream. I was gonna end stream because it was like after my stream time, but yeah, I ended stream over the terrain paint glitches. No, we were gonna get off anyway because it was about time, but we were having a big problem with it last night. It was making me really upset because I was like so proud of the build, you know, and then all of a sudden it's like glitching out and deleting all my stuff. Anyway, it's relatable. You can all imagine yourselves getting upset about terrain paint deleting 5 times, right? Save after every color. Well, here's the problem, Corin. You would think, oh, just save, it'll be fine. No, because there's 2 terrain paint glitches. The first one is where it deletes when you try and use a second color. It just deletes everything on the lot when you try and use that second color. And then the other terrain paint glitch is it deletes when you reload the lot. So you'd think, oh, you know, just save, and then if it starts deleting itself, that's fine because you saved, so you can just reload and get it back. No, you can't, because you reload and then it deletes that way too. So it deletes itself in multiple ways. That was the problem we were having yesterday. It was deleting like the first way when I went to like place this darker dirt terrain paint down, and that's when it deleted everything. And then I did it again, and then it deleted everything again. And I was like, oh, that's fine. I at least saved my progress so I can go back and get it again. I reload the save, it's gone. It's like almost laughable at this point. I don't understand how this glitch keeps happening. Like, I don't understand how after all this time we still have all these terrain paint glitches. Because it used to happen loads, and then it just kept happening. It never stopped. It never got fixed. Anyway, it's not doing it right now, so I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm feeling good about this. Okay. Too much. Not laughable until I'm done crying about it, right? I get it. I understand. Okay. Oops, too much. Let me get all this. You caught me live. You've been watching my VODs for years? Really? I'm so glad you could make it to the stream. That's so exciting. I'm glad that you are here. Okay. Put some darker dirt underneath these sections. I might actually also get, I won't do it yet, but I'm gonna want to also get like a some sort of extra like feeding troughs and stuff out here in this big area. Okay. I was gonna try and layer this a little bit, but hopefully not. I don't know, I just want it to be a little bit darker in this area. It can be like kind of an uneven darker, but something like that. Okay. Okay. Did I miss the stuff up here? Yeah. Oh, I didn't put all the terrain paint in this section either. There's supposed to be this lighter colored dirt in here. Looks good so far. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I like it. I mean, this is what I did yesterday. So, you know why it looks good? Because I've got a lot of practice in doing this terrain paint. It looks good because it's like my 5th time doing it. I've become really experienced in this particular terrain paint application. I have a lot of practice. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Okay, and then I'm gonna do some like layering of terrain paint along the edges of this pathway. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's actually working. Okay. Okay. It hasn't deleted anything yet. She looks like a raccoon. Oh, like, oh, that's not what you said. Like a cocoon. Oh. I think she does look a bit like a raccoon though, sometimes. She has a, I don't know, she just kind of looks like that a little bit. Okay. So the last thing we need to do, I think I'm gonna put a couple rocking chairs on the front porch. Scoot further back. Yeah, it's the stripes, you know? Yeah. Terrain paint time, so brave. Yeah, Christine, I just finished putting it back. It hasn't done anything wrong yet. So we're okay so far. What was the last thing I said I was gonna go back in and add? Do you guys remember what I said I had to add? Because I forgot. I was gonna do the porch. I did that. Oh, the pet stuff, that's right. Thank you. I wanted to add some of these. A Hey Now animal feeder. And I might get some water too. Put the water over here. Swing? Oh, a little swing set might be kind of cute. Can I do this one? This one has, oh, it's got pink and orange. Like the peach generation. And the, well, yeah, this whole place is pink and orange because of the, okay. Oh my God. You guys, I think we did it. I probably shouldn't spend too much more money because we're running very low. But I like it. Did I add the shark pond? I did. The shark pond is over here. I haven't put their graves in, obviously. The one thing I didn't do was terrain paint around the shark pond. Yeah, I didn't put their graves in yet. Oh, I didn't do terrain paint around the back of this either. Okay. This will be fun for us to move into. We're gonna have a lot of work to do when we move in here. Mailbox? We have a mailbox in the front of the ranch. Let me save the game before I post it. We did it. We did it. This is good. This is a win. We finished it. And then let me save. Pink Horse Ranch. Oh, I didn't do any ceiling paint. Oh no, that we need money for. Well, that's horrible. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. You guys, it's so expensive. Okay. 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 Now it's ready. Now I save. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's for my Not So Berry Legacy Challenge. Why are we whispering? So we don't scare the terrain paint away. It deleted itself multiple times yesterday. Window glitch? Oh my God, not again. Are they all fixed again? Yeah, okay. Oh my God. What about the barn? Oh, I don't have enough money for the barn. Oh no. I guess like that. Oh. Can we see the ceiling? Yeah, I can show you. This is what it looks like in lift mode. It's kind of cool. Nice and wooden. Okay, to the gallery again. To the gallery again. Bacon, thank you for the 23 months. Pink Horse Ranch. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, and I think it's 5 bathrooms. There's 2 upstairs. No, maybe it's 4 bathrooms. No, it's 5, 4.5. I built this pink ranch for the pink generation of hashtag not so berry. Hashtag lilsimsie, hashtag NSB, hashtag Horse Ranch. Okay. Please work, 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 please work. Yay! Oh, okay. We did it. Bacon, Cass, Pancake, and Isabella, and Athlete, thank you so much for the subs, you guys, by the way. Oh, all right, that worked out really well. And it only took us 2 full days to finish. No, it was good. We had some moments there. We had some moments there because of the terrain paint, but we didn't have any problems today. Do you dare me to try and reload the lot? We'll see if it deletes itself. It doesn't matter. I would put it on the gallery, and then we'll do a little tour. I like that. I like that. Okay. Reload. Moment of truth. Just give it a second. It's kind of slow sometimes. It's there still! Oh, good. Okay, let me show you all the house then. I think there was one wall in the greenhouse that I didn't paint. I don't think so, bestie, because I painted the interior and I painted the exterior and I painted the roof. So I think it's good. Okay, anyway, this is what the house looks like from the outside. This is obviously for my Not So Berry Sims. And so we have like the big ranch house, we have the barn and the horse area, and then we have a greenhouse and a garden kind of in the back. Also out here, I have this pond that I'm gonna fill with sharks so I can kill my Sims. In the barn, we don't have that much. I didn't like fully furnish it all either because I don't have enough money. So I have to do it more once I have my Sims actually living here. But I'm starting to think of this as being like a storage room. And then we have 2 horse stalls and stuff. I also have some stables out here, but that's just because I wanted to take up extra space. There's a couple jumps, there's some barrels, the horsies have some balls. In the back, obviously, my greenhouse has like some planter boxes and everything. It is a 64 by 64 lot, yeah, it's huge. In the back patio, we have this cute pink pool with some lounge chairs, there's a fire pit. I have this little porch area with a grill and a table. There's some cute rocking chairs too. And also a yoga mat because the pink young Not So Berry needs to work on the wellness skill. And then inside the house, oops, when you first walk up, we have a little porch, and then you walk into this sort of open-ish floor plan. You walk straight into the kitchen, kinda. It looks like this. I love that. I love how it looks from this angle, too. And then there's also a little tiny dining room. We don't have that big of a dining room. Usually I have more space when I have a household this big, but not today. And then my Sim also, she's supposed to be a writer. So she has a little office space here. Once I move my Sims in, I'm gonna fill these with like, I have all kinds of random clutter of like snow globes and like collectibles and other like little things that I wanna add that I'll put in those shelves. And then over here we got a little half bathroom and the living room. It's got a big fireplace and a TV and everything. We have a piano. This Pulp's bed. Down this hallway, we have the primary bedroom. It's got an ensuite bathroom as well. And then we have this little mud room for when you come in from taking care of the horses, you can kind of clean off a little bit. There's a hall bathroom downstairs for everyone to access. This is the grandpa's room. The previous Not So Berry generation is orange. So the grandparents have this orange bedroom with a ghost closet. In the basement, it's just a little nectar cellar. I'm gonna add to this once we have some more money too, but I'm not quite there yet. And then upstairs, I have a little tiny hallway, some open space too, but there's another bathroom and then 2 bedrooms. These are like the bedrooms for the next generations. They're the peach generation, those babies. So they have a little infant room and a toddler room because I've got 1 infant and 1 toddler. There's another bathroom. And that's all of it. So 8 simoleons left. So we can't really add anything else. But we'll add to it once I move my Sims here. Because when I move my Sims in, I'll like bring the TV with me so I don't have to sell it and buy a new one. So we'll save a little bit of money that way with the TV and the computer and everything. Can't wait for the bills in this house. I know. Yeah, and the diagonal, you know what? The diagonal is rough to furnish, but the diagonal does, I think, look really good. Like, I think that the diagonal looks really pretty on the outside. So I'm glad that we did it. Where are you gonna put the graves? Christina, so in the Not So Berry challenge, I have obviously, as you know, my 237 graves, and I usually just sort of put them everywhere in the front yard because my goal, there's a plant in the dining room chair. That's not supposed to be there. Oh no. Ignore it. I usually put my graves everywhere in the front yard. My goal is to put, I want the whole thing to be graves. So they'll be, you know, around. How many? Oh, 232, sorry. I was wrong. I can show you. Hold on. Sammy, thanks for the Prime sub. I'll show you and then I'll get off stream. Give me a second. It's on the gallery like that? I know. This sucks. The plant is eating dinner. It's okay. With the graves, can the horse move around? Well, I'm not gonna put graves on top of the path, Irene. That would be silly. It's all of the other open space that we're gonna have graves in. I'll show you. Can we do a raid after stream? Yeah, I always raid. Every day I raid someone when I get off stream. I actually streamed earlier today, so I've already raided someone today, and we're gonna raid again. So I raid twice today. But yeah, I always raid someone when I get off stream, so we'll do that, promise. I'm just not sure who yet, because I haven't looked at who's live, but give me a sec. Give me a sec. Line the path with the graves in case the path disappears again. There you go. You streamed earlier? Yeah, I usually stream in the morning on Wednesdays instead of at this time on Wednesdays, but I didn't think I was gonna have time to stream this morning. And then I was like, well, what if I streamed for like an hour? And then I streamed for like 2 hours and played some Stardew Valley this morning. So, yeah. Yeah, this headset is wireless. I don't use it wireless because I plug it into a mixer and my mixer doesn't work with wireless headsets. I think I probably could get it to work with a wireless headset, but I'm not smart enough to know how, and it's not normally used with a wireless headset. So it's a audio mixer stream thing. That's why I use it wired, but this is a wireless headset, yeah. I just don't use it like that. So, and this way I don't need to charge it or anything, which is also easier. But anyway, this is, oh, it's kind of snowy. I loved this house, by the way. It's cute, this house, but I made a new one, so. This is what I'm talking about, how I put my graves in the front yard, but you can't really tell, but you can probably guess. There's like a path here, so. I keep my graves all in the front yard. Anyway, oh my. So this side is Sims I know and like my Sims family, basically. And then this side is all graves that I found. Like I went to the bar and someone died, or I went on kind of a grave hunt to go collect all the graves of all the townies that had died off because I had played in this save for so long. Ooh, look at the snow in this pond. That's cool. But that, yeah, so. Anyway, we'll bring those with us when we move, and they'll be in the front yard. Everyone's always like, why don't you build a graveyard? No, no, no. This is the graveyard. Graves, yard, graveyard. So, will I place one a lot on or off stream? We'll probably do it on stream because I'll probably move to the new house with you all, because we have to think about this. We have to get like all of these little like snow globes. I'll want to get like all of these collectibles. All of this stuff is gonna come with us too to the new house, so we'll have to make sure that we bring that all with us, like all the family photos, you know. So we'll usually move together on stream. But I think on that note, I might go and find someone to raid. Thank you for hanging out tonight, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. I think tomorrow we'll play with our Rags to Ranches sim again. I think that would be kind of nice to play Rags to Ranches. So I say we do that tomorrow with our sim Justin guy. Just a guy. I like that idea. Okay, who do we want to go over and say hello to? I'm realizing I'm never live at this time on Wednesdays. Snap says dinner time. I know, she's standing up because she knows we're going to go downstairs soon. There's a streamer called Smidgen who's live right now and playing some Sims, doing a base game house build. And I like to go raid people playing The Sims. So we could probably go over there and say hello. Everyone, go say hi for me. and send some love while we do this base game build. Thank you for hanging out. Again, I'll see you tomorrow. If you've never been to a stream that's raiding, usually what happens is when people get off stream, they're like, hey, I'm leaving, but look, so-and-so is still live. Let's go all there together. So that's what's happening right now. So go say hi for me, and I'll be back around this time tomorrow. About 3.5 hours ago, but tomorrow. I'm always live at 4 o'clock Eastern time. So I'll see you there. Thanks for hanging out. Goodbye, everybody. Say bye, Snappy. Snappy, say bye. Snappy, say bye. She doesn't care about you at all. It's actually really, like, it's rude. She doesn't care about you. She didn't thank you for the bits earlier. She doesn't care about you. It's really mean. I'm sorry, you guys. I have this rude cat. Oh, now she's showing you her feet? For free? Anyway. I'll see you all later, okay? Night, everybody. Bye. Okay, and stop this.